Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Rock Coliseum, Song vs. Song number 2. Very happy to be here with you all. My name is Luke, host of the YouTube channel Rocked. Thank you so much for making these Rock Coliseums so special. We are all very ecstatic to see all of you with your song suggestions. 2 songs get suggested by all of you in the chat. We pick a winner. A thumbs up to one of them, the other one dies miserably in the Coliseum. Before we get to the rules for all the new people who may be listening, let us get through some introductions quickly first. Please go ahead and start, John.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm John. I host the channels ARTV and Beyond ARTV. I talk about music of all kinds on the YouTubes. And yeah, if you like that sort of thing, similar to what these guys do, then yeah, check me out if you haven't.
Perfect. Mark?
Hi there, folks. It's Mark from Spectrum Pulse. I talk about music, movies, art, and culture, predominantly album reviews. Although this year it's been a little slower to get off the ground intentionally. I cover both album reviews in solo format, in a more of an amalgamation form. I've got my side series, Billboard Breakdown, where I talk about the inanities and insanities over there. And I got some other plans in the docket, but we'll get to that later.
Perfect. Crash?
Hey everyone, I'm Crash Thompson. I host the Crash Thompson channel, and I promise one of these days I'll think of a snappy intro like you guys have, all nice and prepared here. It's so wonderful and professional. I should probably do that, right? But no, I also talk about music. I review music. I do long form essays. I do all of that lovely music talk that we love to do, and we love that you enjoy from all of us.
I personally love that we've got our introductions down pretty quickly without any errors so far. That makes me happy. For everyone who's interested, my name's Luke, host of YouTube channel Rocked, in case you came in through one of these other gentlemen's suggestions. Again, thank you guys. You guys make Rock Coliseum fun. You guys make it awesome, interesting, entertaining, educational, ridiculous, and occasionally weird. Please don't make it weird tonight. I was about
to say occasionally, Luke. Occasionally.
I get that I'm generous at times. I'm just saying not every second of it is weird. I don't want it weird. That's not asking much.
Weird is basically our calling card at this point.
Weird's in the eye of the beholder. What really defines weird?
Let's have a 2-hour conversation about that.
What have I done? Oh. For those interested, you can see a lot of Super Chats filing in right now. Everyone, we will get to Super Chats in the second hour. Start at the top of the hour. We will start going through as many Super Chats as we can to make sure everyone there who paid for their suggestion gets covered. If we can't cover them all in the main time remaining, we will get to all of them in the Super Chat document no matter what. So don't worry, your suggestion will be covered one way or another. The first hour, however, is for everybody. Free form. We are asking for a song versus song suggestion. Somewhere in rock, metal, alternative, indie, punk, industrial, something in that overarching umbrella. 2 songs, they can be by different artists, different time periods, whatever it may be. Put them together and make us decide. That's what we're looking for. The only caveat is, make sure for this first hour, it's songs that all 4 of us would have a good chance of knowing. As my friends love this example, if you give a song by Zach and the Zactones and we have no idea what song that is, it's not going to lead to a good discussion.
Nah, their new stuff isn't even worth talking about anyways.
I mean, Zach and the Zactones has been garbage for at least a decade now. I think we can call it on Zach and the Zactones.
They fell off. They really did.
Yeah.
Thank you for the added snark to help illustrate my example.
You know, ever since Zach and the Zactones started selling Zach NFTs, like, no.
Dude, it's like, you can't fall off a decade ago and then come out of nowhere and drop an NFT. What are you, Richard Karn from Family Feud? Oh, wait. No, wait. He did that, too.
Al from Home Improvement has NFTs?
Really?
Yes, he does. Al Borland has NFTs, and if you would like one, you can head to alborland.org. No.
Okay. Does it say I don't think so, Tim? Because at least then it's a little bit catchy. But man, oh man.
I might.
In red
might
flannel.
buy a Wilson NFT.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that could be good. You can only see half his face. Yeah, maybe that's something. Maybe. But we've wasted enough time. I think we've gone over many introductions. I will say this right now, and this helps massively while we're doing the live stream. Please hit the like button right now. It helps a ton to have this video get pushed out to new watchers and viewers while the video is going on if more people like it. So, how many likes are we at right now? We are at 65. I see 65.
Yeah.
What's a good reward if they get to 100? I don't know.
Luke does an impression.
I
Ooh,
can't.
Yeah.
People make me do impressions all the time.
That's fine. Don't worry. Crash will do an impression sometime tonight too. But if that's what you
Of
want,
course you
I'll do one if we get to 100. If someone wants me to. Okay, that's fair.
That might be pretty quick.
Do an impression of Crash.
Crash impersonating someone else too. So like I'm doing a
Inception
Inception
impression of an
impression.
impression.
Got
impression
it.
on an impression.
Okay,
Ooh.
got it. Okay,
That takes skill.
I'll
That takes
try.
skill.
I'll try. If we get to it 100.
We got to 100.
Okay.
So like as soon as you
All right,
said that.
all right. Before we start, very quickly. Okay, here's my impression of Crash Thompson doing an impression of Benjamin Burnley
Oh.
Hit it.
Oh.
to mimic the hat.
Oh, okay.
You're so cool, Does that work?
Oh no. Your mic cut out.
Oh, let me back
Your
up.
mic cut out for that whole thing.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I was trying so hard.
You're so cool, keep your hand in
There we go.
mine. Did you hear that one?
Yes.
Most of it.
Most
Yeah.
of it. It sounded a bit like a censored version, which was perfect.
Yeah.
How was I peeking? I was way back away from the microphone. Let me turn mine down. Maybe that's why. Okay. No clipping
Nah,
on
he
YouTube.
peeking.
It's not Twitch. It's not, you can't make clips. Rats.
Ah.
Sorry.
Nah.
That
Not yet,
being said,
not yet.
we all know the drill. Thank you guys. If you're not familiar at this point, you'll get it as we go on. Thank you guys very much. Keep hitting the like button. Share the link out if you're on a Discord server. Let people know we're doing this live. Hit our retweets if you're on Twitter. Let's get more audience in here because we already have 230 people and it's not even 8 minutes. So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Hey.
All right. Now is the time for everyone with the first hour to give your suggestions for free and let us know what you think a song versus song battle should be for us to decide on. If you want to keep doing super chats, keep doing them. They will get covered no matter what. Keep the super chats coming. I'm going to type this out now and spam it. Keep in mind, just while I wait for the catch up coming, we go through as many as possible. There. All right. Got that. 3, 2, 1, stop. Well then, we might have already done this one, but you know what? I'll ask these gentlemen. If we have, I'll move on, but it's a good one to start with. Song versus song from Muse. Knights of Sidonia versus Supermassive Black Hole.
I want to say we've done this, but I'm not.
I don't know
actually
either.
sure.
That's why
I
I'm
was about to say we have done a few of these, and I start to lose. I lose track sometimes. I know
We've done the Knights of Sidonia, but we haven't compared it with Supermassive Black Hole.
Is
Right,
that
that's
it
what I
is?
was thinking. That's
Okay.
what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm sure the chat will let us know, though.
Yes. There's some Rock Coliseum lore keepers in the chat that I'm aware of
Oh yeah.
that make sure
Yeah.
we are aware.
Few of them.
So, okay. All right. Knights of Sidonia versus Supermassive Black Hole. We'll go in order that I see them. Knights of Sidonia. 1, 2, 3. Unanimous.
Oh really?
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Eh.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
no
Suspected.
shade to Supermassive, but Knights of Sidonia is such a statement of a song.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
More
That was my first Muse song.
Oh yeah, that's
It-
right.
It's hard to beat the champ. You know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really hard to beat the champ.
Yeah. The build up, everything about it, just so much going on with so many instruments that you would not expect from Muse. And to close out a great album, you have that good of a song.
Yeah.
It really works
I-
well.
And it's just, it leans into a little bit of a proggier territory, too. I like that it's a longer song with some extended instrumental sections and stuff. It's just, you feel cool when you listen to that song, you know?
Yeah.
There-
Honestly, I will say also Supermassive Black Hole. I'm just not a fan of what's his face's falsetto singing
Bill?
on that song.
Or
It
Matt.
can get a little
Matt.
much after a while.
A
Yeah.
little much.
Yeah.
He goes a little
Yeah.
too into it. So
I still like the song, but I get it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it
But
can
yeah.
go a little overboard there.
again, yeah.
Mark, anything?
Not really. I think Knights of Sidonia was probably my first Muse song as well. And it just kicks ass. I love the Western vibe to that song.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The video, too.
The video, yeah. I was
The
about to
video
say.
is
We
hard
did a
too,
riffage
yeah.
on that, didn't we?
We did. It's awesome. So, how do we pass away Supermassive Black Hole? Does it? We have it explode as a black hole in a nova?
Mm. No,
It gets
remake
swallowed by the
Twilight
black
and-
hole sun.
Oh,
They remake Twilight and use it in that baseball scene again, except this time. No, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm
Well,
writing my Twilight
except this
fanfic.
time it's black
you're
hole
there.
sun, and it's
Yeah.
even more weird.
yeah. Chris Cornell is spitting in his grave right now, sir. Ugh.
It's a mashup of the two songs.
Oh man.
Supermassive Black Sun.
Yes. Who's the great mashup artist that follows us? Oh, I can never remember his name.
Oh, William.
Oh, well, William.
William, yes.
I can't pronounce his last name.
Marancini?
Marancini.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's a challenge, sir. That'd be
Yes.
impressive if you could make that one work.
We would like to see that, William.
That was a good start. That was a good starting one. That wasn't weird. That wasn't dumb. That's nice, guys. We want more of that, right? Please. Please.
That's nice.
Going back to the popped out chat. Keep them coming. Keep your super chats coming. I see more popping up. We'll get to as many as possible. Thank you, guys. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Okay. That one I will take. That one makes sense. I don't think we've done that one before. Come on, chat.
Hey, can you guys see me and hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, you guys disappeared for like a full minute on me there.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're here.
Can everyone see and hear all of us?
Yes.
Okay, maybe it was just something on my, like, it was weird because, like, my Discord froze and the stream froze, too.
Yeah,
So
you
it must have
actually,
been-
I'm looking at the live replay, and you did freeze for a minute there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
okay.
I'm looking at it, and I'm frozen in my pensive.
Yeah, I was about to say, at least
I was
it
going to
was
say,
a
it's so
pose.
your camera
pose for
is
once.
your camera is
Looked
so
like you were posing for
clear
a thumbnail.
that it just looks like you were staying still. That's how clear your camera is now.
Luke, he's just trying to help you for the thumbnail, okay?
Thank you.
there you
go.
Very considerate. Very considerate. Okay.
I
So,
live to give.
this one we've not done before. This is a good one. Red Hot Chili Peppers Under the Bridge versus Oasis Champagne Supernova.
Oh, this isn't
Ooh.
even easy. Or this isn't even hard. No.
This isn't even
This
easy.
isn't even easy. Me am speak word good. Okay.
Do you want to freeze for a minute again?
Maybe I need another
Okay,
frozen.
I have an
moment
answer.
here.
I think it's a little closer than you might give credit, Crash, but I think, for me personally, a little easier. So, everyone have an answer?
Oh, absolutely.
Think so? Yes. Okay. In the order I read them. Da-da-da-da. Red Hot Chili Peppers Under the Bridge. 1, 2, 3.
Just yeah. What?
Oh, crap.
What? No, incorrect, gentlemen. I'm sorry.
Ooh, 3-1 there, Crash. Sorry, bud.
No, I'm a stand up for this one.
Oasis
I'm a
Champagne
fight for this.
Supernova. 1, 2, 3.
Really?
Why don't we make Crash go last?
I don't
Make
mind.
him hold it in a little longer.
Okay.
Glad I'm drinking tonight. Holy shit!
I don't know if we're gonna be glad you're drinking. So,
Yeah, I was about to say we might want you to freeze again.
John, why don't you go first? Why does Champagne Supernova get the thumbs up?
Let me ponder this thought for a moment while Crash stews on it over there.
Oh, you prick!
No, okay. Don't get me wrong. It was a bit of a tough call for me. I love both of those songs so much. I mean, it's definitely, I think, objectively one of the Chili Peppers' best, even, especially one of their best singles. But Champagne Supernova, I love the epic feel of this one. It was a song that got me into Oasis just because I heard it on the radio and I thought it sounded so different. And I was like, this sounds like it's longer. It seems like it's longer than most of the songs I hear on the radio. And it was. I love the fact that it just kind of has that, repeating verse, faster than a cannonball. But it's what they do with the builds, the crescendos, and even the soloing in that song that sends it over the edge for me. Just a classic.
Okay. Mark, why don't you go ahead?
Pretty quick on this one. Karaoke utterly ruined Under the Bridge for me because I've seen it ruined so many times.
Interesting.
There's also that scene in The Big Bang Theory where Raj is singing it and he hops into the falsetto on the hook and it's awful and it keeps coming into my mind whenever I think of Under the Bridge, whereas Champagne Supernova, it's a little bloated, but overall I go back to it a little more.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, my big thing for Oasis in that day, in the original days, from What's the Story and before, that was when Oasis was so strong in building such a hype, huge moments, and making sure everything carried. 7 minutes is very difficult and to keep your engagement and attention. And the Gallagher brothers did it, and they proved they could do it. And they tried to keep doing it for years and years, and they couldn't after that. But Champagne Supernova is such like I said before, Night Sidonia is a statement song at the end of an album. Think about Champagne Supernova too. Under the Bridge, I still enjoy. I still think it's a great song. That was like the first interaction of Red Hot Chili Peppers trying to grow up a little and maybe not being as bonkers, crazy, ridiculous as such.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do give it barely. That's why it was difficult for me. Oasis Champagne Supernova, just by a little bit. Now, Crash, do I need to sit down or do I need to go sit in the corner because I'm going to get yelled at?
No. I don't need to yell. I don't need to get excited about this because, like, I've got the ultimate ace in my sleeve now. Mm-hmm. While you guys were talking, I've been watching the chat. Most of the chat is on my side here. Most of the chat is like, no, Crash got robbed. Y'all are taking the L.
We are not going to play the numbers equal quality.
Well, no, I don't even have to play that game, okay? That's just a nice extra. That's a bonus card.
Crash is not alone. For me. Okay.
That's no. But the thing is, like, okay, Mark, Under the Bridge, karaoke ruined it. Yeah. Karaoke didn't ruin Champagne Supernova for you? I've heard people butcher that song, and it's 7 minutes long, too. You have to sit through.
Fewer people did it.
Yeah. And it's one of my favorite songs to sing, actually. I'm not good at singing, but I like to sing.
And Don't Look Back in Anger were the Oasis songs that got ruined by karaoke for me.
Okay, that's a little more fair. But, okay, here's the thing. Champagne, okay, another one of the things is, like, Red Hot Chili Peppers' Blood Sugar Sex Magic, literally one of the first albums I ever bought. Under the Bridge was one of the first songs I ever learned on guitar. It's a very personal song to me. So again, even if y'all were right, I'd still fight you on this. But here's the other thing too. Under the Bridge is probably one of the Red Hot Chili Peppers' most meaningful and heartfelt songs. It's about Anthony's heroin addiction. It's about him literally at the lowest point of his life, singing about how he was just at the bottom and did not have a way to come out. That general feeling of emptiness and horribleness. And we've all been there in our own way, in our own shape, in our own form. So it's such a relatable song, such a song that can speak to the heart, if you really wanted to. Champagne Supernova is literal gibberish! It is literal gibberish! The Gallaghers came out and literally said, oh yeah, we just picked a bunch of words that sounded good together. They don't mean anything. Yeah.
That happens a lot with popular music, though. Even John Lennon would say stuff like that.
Especially Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Fan. I'm used to gibberish.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Red Hot Chili Peppers have a lot of gibberish.
Okay.
A lot.
But, I don't know, the one in a handful of times where they did decide to put it away and actually, step up to the plate and do something serious.
Yes.
They did. They did it. And like, man, Under the Bridge was also the Chili Peppers song that transformed them from that weird, funky rock, that transformed them from that funky monk frat boy era into an actual band you could take at least a little seriously. That was the moment where they actually grew up.
They did a little. Sure. And I'm not knocking the song. I like it. I'm just saying either. I think Champagne Supernova stands out more in positive ways. Just a little more.
And I think y'all, how are none of y'all drinking right now? How am I the only one drinking right now? Okay.
Propel has electrolytes, so... That, unfortunately being said, Under the Bridge must die in the Coliseum.
Oh.
I know. I don't know how it dies.
You know what? If y'all insist on killing this song, can I be the one to do the honors? I'm the one I'm the loved one here. I should be able to do it.
Please send it off. The only one that...
I'm just going to take the pillow and just be like, okay, you know what? It'll be over in a minute.
Sir, what are you doing to this patient? Okay.
All right, now I'm going to rip a water cooler out of the ground and throw it out a window and run away.
One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Now I
there it is.
Yeah. Thank you very much. See, these are good suggestions, though. 3 in a row or 2 in a row. How many have we done? 3?
I had no idea. I could not have seen that one coming. Holy shit.
Crash turned red and lost sense of time on that one, so I don't know if he knows right now.
Oh.
So, thank you guys again. Keep the suggestions coming. This is great. I appreciate all these. Let's keep going and stop. Okay, we have not done this one. If you guys have not heard both of these, let me know. Stone Sour song versus song. Bother versus Through Glass.
I'm going to defer this guy.
Okay, we'll skip. That's fine. That's why I asked. Totally why I asked. So, moving on. Thank you for the suggestion, though. Da-da-da-da. Spit it round, catch up, and stop. Okay. Again, this might be another situation of I don't know if we've all heard these. Yeah. it's
You
not
wanna
even
try?
Give us a try.
it's
try?
it's
Give it a
not
try.
yeah, it's not even a bad one, but it's just okay.
Is it
It's
okay?
it's Spin Doctors. The two songs they're known for. Little Miss Can't Be Wrong versus Two Princes.
I only know two princes.
Yeah, see. Yeah.
I know both, but like,
Yeah. Okay. Again, guys, we need two that we all like. There's a good chance we all know. I'm just keeping that for like. These are good suggestions, though. So,
I love two
and
princes.
there.
Are you sure you don't know Little Miss? It's Little Miss,
Little Miss,
Little Miss, can't be wrong. Yeah.
Doesn't not ring a
Okay,
bell.
Stop.
That's fair.
Okay, here we go. This is one you guys everyone knows. Going back to the 90s. Again, Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Life versus Bare Naked Ladies, 1 week.
Oh, okay.
oh, this is
Yeah,
This
easy.
is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Life. 1, 2, 3.
Figured.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 1 week. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Not close for me.
Really? Okay. You did give the double thumbs up. As the dissenter, do you want to go first, John?
Sure.
I didn't get to go first.
You will-
You know what, Crash? Why don't you freeze for a minute there? There you go.
Yeah,
Very
I see
nice.
it moving. I see it moving with that clear
I see it moving.
quality.
Damn it! I
Yeah.
can't get anything past y'all.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect if you actually did. Anyways, I am not the biggest Bare Naked Ladies fan, and I know that's a crime around here, but I like 1 week as much as the next casual person. I know it was like their only hit in the States. I like Gordon a lot, but Semi-Charmed Life is probably one of my favorite songs of all time. That self-titled album in general is stacked compared to most of the rest of their discography. But Semi-Charmed Life is just, I think it's my favorite example ever of a happy sounding song juxtaposed to
Meth.
very dark lyrics. Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna say drugs on this Christian Minecraft server, Lou, but chewing crystal meth will lift you up until you break. It won't stop.
Yeah.
No, I don't have an argument against 1 week, really. I think it's a great song. I just personally I've been attached to Semi-Charmed Life for so long that it's hard to not say that. I love it.
Fair. Okay. Mark, why don't you go next for 1 week?
is this the time where I go off on my tangent? How I don't think Third Eye Blind is that good of a band?
I think it is.
I mean, I don't pass their first 2 albums.
I'm indifferent, so go for it.
You see, this is one of those bands I feel like came out in a very specific moment in the mid to late 90s, and they caught fire among a certain crowd that kind of could embrace a lot of their content with a certain level of ironic detachment, and they were kind of insufferable. Like that's the thing about Semi-Charmed Life that never really clicks with me, is that it just has a slightly skeevy air that never rubs off on me very well, even if it's hilarious to watch people sing it at karaoke.
Yeah.
Because people who don't know the song, they're like, I'm going to do Semi-Charmed Life. And then I'm like, no, here we go again.
You know the chorus. That's it.
Oh, exactly. But it's like the second verse is the one that screws them. And that's always the fun part.
Yeah. Crash.
But the thing,
go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
the
Finish
thing
your
is,
thought.
I'll say one thing. 1 week is a fantastic song. Not one of their best singles from that album, in my opinion. But at the same time, like, I've got the broader knowledge of Bare Naked Ladies because I am Canadian, so
They teach you that in grade school.
A little, but the deck is kind of stacked when it comes to stuff off of Stunt and Maroon, so it's not close.
Okay.
Sure.
Crash, why don't you go ahead, because I know you're a Bare Naked Ladies fan also.
Oh, absolutely. See, I'm also weird when it comes to Third Eye Blind, actually. I'm that weirdo that likes Out of the Vein and only Out of the Vein. I'm that guy.
It's a good album. It's their best pass.
The best record they ever put out. That's a whole other conversation. But no, again, Bare Naked Ladies. Again, it's honestly, a lot of my points echo a lot of what Mark said. The whole skis factor behind a lot of Third Eye Blind stuff hasn't aged particularly well. Even though I like Semi-Charmed Life, it's good for what it is. It's a nice little weird pop tune. But again, Bare Naked Ladies, it's just so much fun. The rapid fire singing also makes it the better karaoke song. I mean, you do Semi-Charmed Life, you have a few little a few little sniggers, you have a few little laughs about it. The guy who can do 1 week without stumbling or falling, that dude, that's the one you're buying drinks for at the end of the night. That's the dude.
Never got drink spot for me.
What's that?
I can do that song, but it's hard. It's really hard. I would need the lyrics in front of me to do it, but like especially when it comes to the second that last verse before everything goes off, like
yeah.
But I do rapid karaoke, so it's very much you just have to breathe at the right spots.
Bingo. But.
And for me, talking about a lot of gibberish songs tonight for some reason, because both these songs, I think that applies. There's a lot of gibberish lyrics. The thing is, that was like my introduction to both, by the way. Both bands, that was my introduction to both of these groups. For the songs, 1 week had more of an upbeat feeling for me, just having fun to sing along with. Musically, I mean, they're both fine. I have nothing against it, but again, as I grew up, I remember thinking, and we were all young when Semi-Charmed Life came out with everything. Even I remember thinking, if I hear doot 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 one more time, I'm just gonna hit my head on the desk.
Yeah,
doot, doot,
I love it.
So,
dude, I love it.
No, I like it too. I'm just saying, when it was overplayed, it was really
overplayed back in the day.
Bare Naked Ladies didn't have that bad of overplay, so I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering everything wrong because the doot doot doos made me crazy. But the doot doot doos must go and perish in the Coliseum, and I don't think it's appropriate to say they have to die the same way the song died to Crash Freeze again, because he's looking very concerned and morose.
I think he might have actually frozen it. Either that or else he's really trying to convince us.
He has got that 30-yard stare, just looking at like third eye blind.
Third eye blind.
I'll say this for Semi-Charmed Life. They have to go down and then go down again.
Yes. Repeat it.
Okay.
You got to take the bump that you're
Hey,
doing.
there you go, Crash.
I'm
There
back.
you go.
Okay.
Yes.
You're
Damn it!
back.
I froze again. Holy shit!
It's okay.
You're good.
But when you freeze, it's crystal clear, and this time you were like,
So now
Luke,
good poses.
The lyric is crystal meth, not crystal clear.
well, is that how they die? Is that how the song dies in the Coliseum in that bathroom of the Primus concert it was inspired by? I mean, that's poetic. So,
bathroom of the
Poetic
Primus.
justice.
I missed a lot while I was frozen.
no, I just brought that part up, but that's like where the song was inspired by. So.
Really?
Mhm.
Didn't know it was a Primus concert.
Yeah. Stephen Jenkins said it was at a Primus concert. So
It would be a Primus concert.
Yeah, that sounds like a
in
90s Primus concert. Yeah, that sounds like that.
Southern California 90s Primus concert. So yeah, it's accurate.
Smell that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Gross.
Woof, woof.
Thank you guys so much. Good suggestions. Very much appreciated. Nothing terrible yet, hopefully. So, moving on and stop. Okay, I don't think we've done this one before either. So, this will be good. Linkin Park songs. One Step Closer versus Crawling.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
Easy for me. Everyone have an answer?
Yeah.
Okay. One Step Closer. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. It was like, not on my own again. God, I can't.
No, I'm
do
here
that.
too.
All right. Okay.
I figured this would be a little more debatable. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
for Crawling, 1, 2, 3. Okay, fair enough. So, I'll go first for this one. As much as I love One Step Closer, as much as I love Hybrid Theory, Crawling was the one song on the album I always had a problem with. Because of the delivery. And I know the importance of the song and Chester's struggle, and that's what it's all really about. It's just that delivery, and that's the one song. It's like, okay. And again, the overplay, talking about that again, the overplay killed this song dead for me back in those days. And I think part of that's because there's so many other songs I love more on Hybrid Theory than Crawling. That's a personal thing, though. That's it. And also, One Step Closer is less meaningful to the band, I'm sure. Shut up when I'm talking to you, But
Yeah.
At
That's
the
the part
same
for me.
it's not as meaningful. It's not. But I still love it. The delivery, everything about the music. It's just such a bombastic, hard track for the band that was trying to do something new. And that was such a good gateway into what Linkin Park would be. That's it. So Crash also on the defense of One Step Closer.
I'm kind of in the same boat as you. It got played way too much back. Crawling got played way too much back in the day. And also, the thing is with me, when it comes to Crawling, it is the more emotionally resonant song. But also, One Step Closer was my first exposure to Linkin Park, so
Most
that
of
has
us,
like
yeah.
a special kind of feel for me. And Crawling, it's weird. The memification of Crawling. Because Crawling went through two distinct eras of memification.
Mhm.
It went through that first initial era in like the MySpace era where
Yes.
you would meme Crawling when someone was being really emo and really
Yeah.
sad, like, oh, you're sad, crawling in my skin. And then that came around several years later into the ironic Crawling memification where it became, I don't know. It's weird that song... Is that song even 20 years old? I don't even think that song's 20. Okay,
Yeah,
is.
the same album, so yeah.
Yeah, 22.
22. Yeah, so that's 22 years, and the song's been memed in two different ways. You know what? It'll probably happen again before I'm dead. I'm sure.
It's clearly feeling 22.
Mark.
Wait.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22, Luke, because I said it in...
No. I just had to push a button really quick.
Was there a foghorn?
Yeah, that deserves a
Okay,
button.
okay.
That deserves a button.
Sorry. I
It's guys, we can't hear Luke's sound effects. Sorry.
Yeah, we can't hear them on our end. So
Yeah.
That's why I was like, wait, maybe Luke doesn't know 22 by Taylor Swift.
No, I do. I don't know about you. Yes, I do. I'm very familiar. So, the opposite side for Crawling. Mark, why don't you go first?
See, here's the thing. I'm not the biggest Hybrid Theory fan. I've gone on the record about that before. So I take both of these songs with a certain amount of distance and a grain of salt. I think Meteor is the much superior album, at least in my books. Crawling, to me, has a slightly better hook. I think it sticks in my brain a little bit more than One Step Closer. One Step Closer, I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. It does what it needs to do. It's certainly more brash and in your face. I actually kind of think the double rounds of memification that's happened for Crawling has actually helped it stick around a little bit more, because I'll admit, initially, I thought the song sucked. Like, I thought it was a horrible song originally. Never clicked, but with the levels of memification, it kind of picked up a little bit of resonance, and then I kind of like came around like, okay, I get where it is. I can accept that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And John, I know Linkin Park's high up on your list for love, so why Crawling?
Yeah. I'm kind of like Mark in the sense that, well, at least for me, I grew up loving Hybrid Theory, but I have become more distant with that album, I think, the older I get. So Crawling and, sorry, what was the other song?
One Step Closer.
One Step Closer.
One Step Closer. Yeah. Neither of those are high up on my list of favorites on that album, but I think it's just the emotional resonance for me with Crawling that puts it a little bit above. And I think a track like Crawling walked so that the next album, Somewhere I Belong, could run, like
Agreed.
those type of songs.
That I
you know?
can see.
You could see what they were onto. They weren't quite there yet with I get like it's so easy to like meme on like the vocals and like the over topness and the melodrama of that song. But I think they got it even better the next time with Somewhere I Belong and other tracks like that. So I see it as an important step in their catalog. Not that One Step Closer wasn't, but for me, that one just gets a little aggravating with the shut-ups and stuff.
Sure. Okay. Very fair. Both survive. Both live. I don't think we're smacking around either song because we don't want to hit Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park. We get nothing out. We get nothing out of that. So good suggestion though. Again, good suggestions. Thank you guys very much. Hit the like button if you haven't already. If we get to 200 likes, Crash will do an impression. It's his turn. So we got a little bit. So
I'm sorry.
It's his turn a lot around here.
Yeah.
May I point out something very funny from the chat?
Absolutely.
Just real quick here. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry, it's too good. Nicholas Zandy, STVS, Nicholas Zandy. I'm sorry about I can't pronounce the rest of your name here. He tried to make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comparison to us.
Oh.
He says Luke is the one who leads. Mark is the one who does machines. John is cool but rude. And Crash Thompson is a party dude. How do we feel about that?
I'm fine.
That makes... Yeah.
I'm the only one that got a negative one.
Well, no, you're
Raphael's.
That was Raphael. You're
To be fair,
Raphael.
Raphael is my favorite. So
it's from the 90s, yeah. So
You know
you're right. You're Raph. Luke is Leo. Mark is Don, and I'm Mikey.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Can we do a Halloween episode where we all dress as the Ninja Turtles?
Ooh, Ooh, yes.
For the Halloween episode where we all do the Avengers, because we've had the conversations about that on different paths.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll get something for Halloween. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Keep in mind,
We'll
I'm getting married like very soon around that
True.
time, so
Oh.
could be rough. But if anything, I'll just make it a themed wedding, and we'll figure that out. Avengers wedding. I want X-Men myself. Gretchen will be fine with it, guys. Gretchen will be fine with it. I promise.
Oh, have you talked to her
Yes,
about this?
we're getting
The
married. I know
Avengers
she
wedding
thinks.
went well with
Yeah.
her.
Gretch, you're
I know
Gretch, you're on the chat. Feel free to chime in on
I know
that.
how
Yeah,
Gretchen
chime in
feels.
here.
She's fine. She's fine with an X-Men Avengers
fine
wedding.
with it.
She's totally fine with it.
X-Men. All right, fine. I'm Wolverine.
Okay, fair enough. See, everything's great. So, moving on. That won't come back to bite me. And stop. No. There. It
What-
doesn't say
what-
the bands, but there's only 2 bands I know that would have this song, and I know one of them. That's ridiculous.
Oh dear. Oh
Yeah,
dear.
yeah. A Day to Remember's Bloodsucker versus Bring Me the Horizon's Kingslayer.
Oh,
I haven't heard the
I haven't
I
heard-
Didn't Remember song.
Okay, it was on their
Oh.
latest EP.
call yourself lucky, Mark.
Goodness. We won't do it, but very quickly. Yeah, John, can you at least agree that's ridiculous?
That's redonkulous, is what it is, Luke. Kingslayer. I don't even want to. Like, it's like looking at a little Pluto through a telescope is what the other song is,
Yes.
and then you have Kingslayer as the sun.
Yeah, it's a galaxy of difference, and yes, Kingslayer's better. Also, hi Gretchen in the chat. You're the best. You're gonna make a beautiful Jean Grey at the wedding with your red hair. Ah.
That's a way to guarantee she goes Dark Phoenix.
At the
Yeah,
wedding.
yeah, okay,
At the
yeah.
wedding. At the wedding. Yes.
The wedding.
Moving on. Thank you guys very much for everything. Keep the suggestions coming. You guys are great. We appreciate all your support. Keep hitting the like button. Let me go here, catch up to the chat, and stop. Okay. I'm assuming I have this right. We might have to skip this because I'm not sure. Foo Fighters, Everlong versus Walk.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. I got an answer. Does everyone else have an answer?
I got an answer.
Okay. Everlong. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And Walk. 1, 2, 3. I like Walk
Saw
also.
that one. I kind of saw that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Walk also, so you're not going to hear an argument from me.
I like Everlong also a ton. So
Yeah. This is close. So yeah. John, if you want to defend Walk.
Wasting Light is my favorite Foo Fighters
Mine
album.
too.
So, Walk was just such a powerful moment. I wasn't initially hooked on the album just based on the first single, which was Rope, although I came to love that song. But when Walk came out, I believe that was the second single. I don't know. I was just blown away. For me, that's always been one of those like motivational type songs that actually feels motivating. Like I feel like there's so many like cheesy like try hard motivators out there.
Mm-hmm.
This one for me is just kind of a light a fire under your ass type of song. I like it. I love that it just keeps growing in the intensity. Dave's delivery on the bridge of the track really makes it for me, especially with like Taylor's drumming on top of that part. Everlong, obviously iconic. Maybe for me, it's just a little bit of like a semi-charmed life situation with you guys where I've heard it so many times,
Yeah.
so that could factor in.
Okay, fair enough. Crash, why don't you go for the defense of Everlong?
Again, Walk, for me, it's one of those comparisons. Walk is a very, very good Foo Fighters song. A very, very good Foo Fighters song. Everlong, it's like the classic Foo Fighters song to me. It's like, I don't know. It's the Foo Fighters song that ultimately helped define the Foo Fighters to me. It's got such an important landmark status. It's also the personal status. First Foo Fighters song I ever heard. First time I ever got to really enjoy that band and really get into them. I don't know. For me, I mean, it's not exactly fair, but it is a case of just pedigree when it comes to Everlong. I just personally kind of Foo Fighter or Everlong feels like the more energetic song to me at the end of the day too. It's just got that chorus, the way it rises into everything and how it falls off at the end. They're just, I don't know. It's just Everlong. Walk is very, 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 very good, Everlong is close to perfect in my book. So,
Mark, if you want to go ahead.
I think Everlong is my favorite Foo Fighters song, and I think it's a classic. To the point where, like, I think the crescendo is stunning. I think Dave's buildup is immaculately paced. I love the lyrical sentiment and how it's getting to a point where you're at the top, and how much is it going to last? How much is it actually going to stick? I love that sentiment. I love how it's used in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes.
And this is a personal thing, and all you guys know this. I do it at karaoke, and
Yes.
I friggin' love it. Like,
I've seen you do it at karaoke.
I know, because we did it at when we were at Songtown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Number one, like Everlong, I just love. It's like such a atypical love song. Like just that lyric is so strong. Don't let stop when I say when. There's just so much to do that. Like take a sense of togetherness on this ride with me. I love that. I love the build up of the guitar. I love Walk also. And I'm with John. White Limo is my favorite Foo Fighters album too, because it was heavier. It's something way different from Foo Fighters. But still, Everlong is just that piece from Dave Grohl that I think really set him aside perfectly as not just Nirvana drummer. He has so much more to do. So that's it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm reading his book right now, actually, that came out last year, and he talked a little bit about the writing of Everlong. So I completely get where you're coming from, and I think Mark nailed it with like your interpretation of like what he was feeling at that time.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Fair enough. So that being said, Walk must unfortunately come to a crawl and then stop and fall away.
Break its kneecaps.
Oh,
oh no!
With a crowbar, just walk up behind him and break the kneecap. He already had a broken leg.
Dave Grohl's already on tour from the throne. Like,
you got to get that throne out again. Oh man, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Dave's already got leg problems. We don't need to exacerbate that.
Yeah, and you know he's going to try to play through the whole set again. Don't do that to him.
See, that's the thing. We'll hurt Dave, and then he'll make a fool of us by still kicking ass out there.
Sticking it out, yeah.
He's the one guy in rock who could win, who could be a one-legged man in an ass kicking.
And he could still
don't
say
that to Matt Pike.
That's true. He had that foot. He still played in that foot too. I remember when he won that Grammy, they made him walk like a half mile down that throne. Awful.
Dick move.
And he even had to say out of breath, man, that's a long walk, when he almost lost his foot from diabetes. Awful. Anyway, thank you for the great suggestions. Also, Gretchen and I is modding. I'm trying to mod us all. If your suggestion is kids songs like Crazy Frog versus Baby Shark, get out of here. No, we're not doing that crap. No, get out of here, dork.
Crazy. Okay, and also Crazy Frog is not a property that children should be exposed to.
No.
Britain, what is wrong with you? Why would you unleash that? I guess it was a Dutch property originally, but still. I hate that I know this much about Crazy Frog.
Yeah, I didn't know you did either.
Luke, quick question for you.
Yes.
High on Fire, are they putting out a new album this year?
I don't know. I've heard mixed things. I'm really not sure. So
yeah, okay.
I know Matt Pike was
Matt's
doing other stuff too.
Shape.
Yeah, and Matt Pike's trying to do other stuff right now. So I don't know if High on Fire is coming out with anything right now. So
got you. Okay.
No clue. However, we move on. We still got a few more minutes. We're going through these really quickly. We have mostly good suggestions. I see some ridiculous ones now. I'm hoping I don't land on one. So and stop. Keep the super chats coming, by the way. Okay, this one we haven't done before. Odd, like there's a good decade between these two also, so that's interesting. Green Day versus Weezer. So, Green Day versus Weezer. Weezer, Say It Ain't So, versus Green Day, Wake Me Up When September Ends.
Come on.
Dead silence.
Okay, so, Weezer, Say It Ain't So. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then Green Day,
Okay.
Wake Me Up When September Ends. 1, 2, 3.
I kind of see where you're coming from, Mark, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
Okay. Yeah. Mark, if you want to do the honors for Weezer.
I guess my thing is less of like Say It Ain't So was I learned that from Rock Band and I played it so many times and I was often on vocals, so that's how I learned to sing it. Did karaoke, had a lot behind that. It goes off at karaoke if you can do it well. The one thing with and this is like I just think it's probably one of Weezer's best songs, at least in my opinion.
But I agree.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Here's my thing. When I have complicated and layered opinions about American Idiot, and I think John and I have talked about this at points. I don't think "Wake Me Up When September Ends" is in my top 5 off that album. Like I think it's a good song for where it's placed on the project. It's got a powerful emotional catharsis, and I'd say 10 years ago I would be very different. But the song's kind of cooled on me. It's not better than the opening track. It's not better than Jesus of Suburbia. Not better than Holiday. Not better than Boulevard. Not better than Novocaine. Not better than Homecoming, in my opinion. Like it never clicked for me. It hasn't stuck with me as long as it should have. And for a song as long as it is, it just feels like it drags.
Okay. I get the arguments, at least for that. There's explainable. So okay. I'll go next. I think for me, and like there were some good points about that too for Weezer Say It Ain't So, and like I said before, there's a good decade between these two songs or something like that.
Yeah.
I think when Wake Me Up When September Ends, that was again with Billy really growing up, and this was a reflection of so much, and it was such a good piece to add to an album that was Green Day's second coming, third coming, however you want to say it. You know, there was such a renaissance for that, and that song was a movement. That song was just such a passion for that year. And just the build up, so much to it, going with it, and the emotion out of it. And Say It Ain't So, I enjoy, but I just feel there's more attached, both personally and so much more you can connect with for that song for Green Day. That's it. So, yeah. John?
Yeah, I was going to chime in because I think I see why they picked these songs. If I had to guess, it's both songs deal with like dad issues in a way. Yeah. And you know, the bridge of Weezer's song eventually gets there, and obviously knowing the context of Billy Joe writing about what is it like? It goes from like 7 years to 20 years have passed, since his father's passed away and everything. That one has always just had that sincere swell of emotion, and I agree with you, Mark, in the sense that it's definitely not in my top 5 on American Idiot even, but with American Idiot being in my top 5 favorite albums of all time, most of the tracks on that are going to beat out really anything, no matter how much I do like Say It Ain't So. So yeah, I'm with you. Look, I love the build up that song gets to in September. Big payoff.
Okay, and Crash?
See, okay, I pretty much, Luke, I'm on your page here. For me, it's the emotional sort of sell that comes from, when September Ends. It's just, man, again, Billy singing about his father, when his father did actually die, and it comes from a very sincere, a very real place. And I do like Say It Ain't So. I'm with Mark. I would argue that's probably one of, if not Weezer's best song. Like, that is just, it's definitely top tier. It is definitely in that top 5 songs they would ever write.
I agree.
The thing that makes it lose this battle in particular, even though Say It Ain't So does cover that heavy emotional sort of topic, it's fake is the thing. Like Rivers Cuomo's father was not an alcoholic. He literally just made that up because he
couldn't. Wait, are you telling me that he didn't wrestle with Jimmy?
He did not wrestle with Jimmy. There was no wrestling with Jimmy. It's fiction.
My life is a lie.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Now you're going to tell me that no one tried to undo a sweater, Crash. That's just garbage. That is garbage.
All right. Crash, counterpoint. Matt Sharp's baseline.
That is a good counterpoint, but again, it's like, again, Rivers had to make something up. And there was that rumor for a while. There was that whole, in the early days of that, he was slow to admit that too, from my understanding. Yeah. He used to play that up for a while until he kind of got caught and was like, actually, my dad wasn't an alcoholic. I just made it up because it helped with the song. Rivers had to fake it to make it. Billy Joe, it was just there.
I'm starting to think that Rivers doesn't even have a hash pipe.
Does he even know, Buddy? Does he even know Buddy Holly?
We know.
I don't even think he really looks
tired of sex.
That man cannot be tired of sex. You have to have sex first.
Oh,
shout out Pink Triangle.
Well, I don't think he's coming back to life after that one. So that's how that song dies with Rivers and Weezer.
Exactly.
So
damn,
the shit. Two things. Number one, Gretchen, the next concert we're going to, I'm buying you a t-shirt for helping mod so greatly. Thank you very much for modding. We really do appreciate it. I'm going to get you a t-shirt for the concert we go to. Number two, I have our next one pulled up. Thank you guys. Keep the super chats coming. I found this one. I stopped on it right away. When I saw it, I'm like, nope, we're doing this one. I don't care how, because it's just, it needs to be a talking point. And this is it's a dumb one, but it is something worth talking about. It's not awful.
No.
Smash Mouth songs, All-Star versus Walking on the Sun.
Oh, I don't know those.
Oh, I have opinions.
Okay.
Oh, I bet you.
This needs to be discussed. So, in the order I
I'm
have
down.
them, everyone have an answer?
Yep.
Okay. All-Star. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I knew we were friends for a reason, guys. We were friends for a reason.
Across the board.
It's not even close. Not
the
even
Friendship
close.
rings in, everyone.
See, this is how you know we're homies. Y'all is the homies.
That was good.
Yeah.
All my homies like walking on the
All my homies like walking on the sun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the keys on that track, man. Oh,
I know, right?
dude.
That was when they still had that funk flair a little bit in their stuff
Yes.
for Astro Lounge. Yeah.
So good, so good.
And then they went full, like, I can't even say pandering. They just went full cheese. They went full cheese
went
with
full
All-Star.
Shrek.
Yeah, full
They went
Shrek.
McG.
Yeah.
Don't go McG.
Don't go McG. Yes, don't go McG.
Guys, that deserved just to be pointed out. How does
Yeah.
All-Star die, though? That's the big thing. Because I don't know.
Isn't it already? The thing is, isn't it already dead?
The meme.
Isn't
the
like
meme-
20 years
no,
of
the meme
Shrek memes?
finally
Didn't that
dies.
kill that song?
I
The
don't know.
meme will finally die.
I was going to say, every now and then I see another Shrek meme and I'm like, oh, All-Star's coming next. I know it.
I think it's kind of over though. Like even the Shrek memes, I have not seen many of them in the past year and a half. 2
I
years.
hope
I
so.
feel like they come in cycles,
They
though.
do,
It's
yes.
like
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, we're in, as far as Shrek memes go, we're past the All-Star phase and we're in the like surrealist phase. Anytime I see a Shrek meme, it's like Shrek being turned into a banana and the banana is pushed into black hole and then the word capitalism flashes on the screen for 5 minutes. That's where
It's
we're
like-
at with
it's
Shrek memes
Read
right
that
now. It's
green
weird.
text story.
post-ironic Shrek.
Forbes is
We're
getting...
in post-ironic Shrek right now.
Forbes articles are getting weirder and weirder with what they're doing on their sites. Ugh.
Are we living in a post-ironic Shrek meme world?
Yes. That's such an article from them too. That's totally an article.
We're asking the difficult questions.
That's not even an article. That's an art piece.
Yeah, it's true.
It's an art installation.
I cannot wait.
John is right about that. I could probably take something to like the Toronto Art Gallery with some really amazing bullshit that's kind of in a postmodern mold. I could sell this.
I bet you could.
And sell it as an NFT with it, and you will make bank.
Shrek and these from
Yes.
Mark.
I
That's
felt
what
my
we need.
soul die there. Like you killed my soul.
I know. I'm just saying
after
that
we
would
were-
work.
And
You'll make $1 million, but it'll be in Shrek coin.
And after we were
Oh.
walking on the sun together.
I know. We really were high-fiving each other walking on the sun. It's nice. So
That was awesome.
Yeah.
yes, that was great. We
That
got
was
time.
great.
We
That was
got
great.
we got time for a few more. I am glad that one came up.
Yeah.
We needed that moment to all
Yeah.
agree that All Star just needs to be
Mm.
done. If it's not,
Yeah.
Ugh,
We're,
okay.
We're good. We're good with walking.
Yes. And stop. No. Moving on.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Do you guys want
That's
to talk?
whatever that was.
You
I'm
got-
insulted and I didn't even know what it was.
Do you guys want to talk about Aaron Lewis's versus Kid Rock? Do you?
No.
Okay. Then.
No.
I see my
No.
I see my
I
executive.
know I'm not the only one.
Grounded.
Looks like my executive
Yeah.
decision paid off. Good, sweet mercy. No. Okay. And stop. I don't know if you guys will all know this one. If you don't, that's okay. For Slipknot songs, we can try it. If not, it's okay. Wait and Bleed versus Duality.
I don't.
Okay, that's
Sorry.
fine. Don't worry about it. That's
No
why.
worries.
That's why I prefaced it too. So moving on. Dun, 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 and stop. People are saying you're grounded. No.
Oh, I started something bad, didn't I?
No, you didn't know. Just like people saying,
Okay,
nope, oh
okay.
God. It's catching up now. And I'm like, okay, now I get it why. Okay. I got to scroll down and da-da-da-da, and stop. Okay. Shinedown songs. If you guys don't know both of these, that's fine. We'll move on.
Depends.
Come on, chat. There. Shinedown songs. Sound of Madness versus Adrenaline.
Don't know enough.
Okay,
Been a
that's
while
fine.
since I've heard
Move on.
Adrenaline.
I
Move
don't
on.
remember
Yeah.
Adrenaline.
Don't worry about it. Moving on. The sweet adrenaline. Don't worry about that. So move on. Da-da-da-da. And stop. Okay, that's interesting. You know what? No, I don't think. Well, I'm trying to get something that we definitely both know. Thank you guys again. Try to go for songs for this first hour that we definitely will all know for sure. Because some of you guys are going a little left field for some of these. So, da-da-da-da, and stop. Okay. Yes, we all know these. Weezer's Can't Stop Partying versus Coldplay Cry Cry Cry.
I got it, but like, ugh.
Do we rarely ever do this? Do we want to put the double thumbs down for this and just move on with our lives?
Yeah,
I'm good
I
with
will.
that.
I'll veto it. Yeah, veto.
That's a group veto on that.
The worst
Call
song.
me Danny because I just vetoed that.
Oh goodness,
Ooh.
John.
Oh, with the spicy there. I actually found one in the chat. We
Go
could
ahead, go
probably
ahead.
do.
If you see it,
We
yeah,
know this one.
mine's still catching up. Go ahead.
From Ken Graber,
Okay.
the Lovin' Spoonfuls. These are both their songs. Summer in the City versus Do You Believe in Magic? Y'all probably know that.
Know the first one.
Don't know.
I don't think I know the first one.
Hot Town, Summer in the City.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorta.
not enough. Sorry.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
No.
So it's okay. So
I'm
you're
sorry,
fine.
I'm
Oh,
the
you're-
only Lovin' Spoonful.
I guess. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. And I stopped it just as it's kind of down to the end. Pearl Jam versus Pearl Jam. Jeremy versus Alive.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I got this one.
Yeah, I got this one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pearl Jam's Jeremy. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, I gotta.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
And I'll go for Alive. 1, 2, 3. I'll be the sole defender for Alive. As much as I love the meaning behind Jeremy, that was a bold statement for what they were trying to do and everything and the meaning behind it. And 10's one of my all-time favorite albums. Alive, the music behind it was so good. Hearing Stone play Unhinged, and just that was such an awakening for me for what grunge could be. That's the only decider on that. The guitar work from Stone, just killing it.
That solo at the end, I gotta give you that.
And
Like,
that's the main decider. That's it. I love both. Amazing album, close call, very different in meaning too. But again, Alive just invigorates me. It makes me feel alive. There, I made a weird half-hearted pun out of what I just did. So yeah, points. 1 point for trying, kind of. So, Crash, why don't you go ahead for Jeremy?
It's like, again, man, the emotional heft behind Jeremy is just
It's
just the topic they were singing about, and not to mention how sadly prophetic that song would become too.
Yeah.
That song was written before
Before
Columbine.
Yes, before, like 5 years before.
Yeah.
Way
Before
Columbine
more than
happened.
5, yeah.
That was a sad foreshadowing into the messes we were stepping in as far as that particular issue is concerned.
Right.
But I'll kind of tread off the beaten path here because I think we're all going to talk about the emotional impact of that song. I will say the instrumentation is just next level on that.
Yeah.
The 12-string bass that they brought out for that is just, it's so thick and clanky, and it adds to that surreal sort of, again, it adds this alien sort of haunting, sort of inhuman sound to the track. And I know the song itself is about like dehumanization and feeling like you're not a person and the horrible things that come about because of that. And they create this wonderful, dark and alien sounding tune. It's a song that sounds dehumanizing, and it's like, God, again, sonically, and again, it also speaks to the beauty behind Ten's production on that record too. Just from a raw sonic standpoint, I feel like that song would still win out for me, and y'all can have the emotional impact and anything else. I'll let y'all pick at that, but like sonically, that song just destroys. It's the bravest, most wonderful song on that record. I just don't think any song. Again, I love Alive. I love Alive to Tears. That might be like my second favorite song for that. But yeah.
Okay. Mark, why don't you go next for Jeremy?
The funny thing with Jeremy is that for as powerful as the emotional content is and how well the lyrics frame it, but kind of at a distance, Like he's not. It's not speaking. It's not speaking as Jeremy, but watching Jeremy. I think the observer in that position has a lot of power. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest fan of Alive. I think it got memed in a lot of really like goofy ways surrounding that era of grunge, and it's always felt. How do I say this? It's the sort of pump up anthem that I would like to like more than I do. It can feel a little like.
I love Pearl Jam, but that's a lot of Pearl Jam, though, too, to be fair.
Yeah, but Alive is one that tilts a little far into that. Like, my go-to for when it comes to that level of Pearl Jam is Even Flow. Like, that's, I think that song rules. But Alive never quite clicked in the same way.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And John?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Mark. That I think Alive is kind of the most Pearl Jam song, and if you got to go with something like that, I would take Even Flow as well. But I don't know, something about Jeremy. I think it's a combination of both of those things. Like you were focusing more, Crash, on the musical side of it, but it's a pairing of those things. That's why this song remains so poignant and legendary and ahead of its time, whatever you want to throw its way. Like Mark said, this is somebody like looking through the window essentially at what could happen if this person is continuously pushed to their limit, and what might happen in the future, what's going to unfold there if we continue pressing on this. And I think also for grunge, it was just a statement beyond, it's these simple songs, it's just this dirty tone, whatever. There was a lot going on musically in that track, and I think that's a huge reason of why that gets pushed over the edge, like, as the clear winner for me.
I want to quickly build on what John said there, because it reminds me of something Todd in the Shadows brought up, how a lot of grunge bands of that era did not write character songs, and Jeremy is absolutely that. I think that's what's
based on a real person. So
childhood classmate of Eddie's, right?
Oh no.
Not a classmate of Eddie's, but it was like a kid.
It was actually a news story that was happening at around the time that they were recording.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And they wrote a song about it.
Also, I still love Alive just because the guitar work and music itself, but still, I'm surprised no one brought up the music video that really set a new precedent for what they could do with music videos and not make it all over the top.
Somebody else would mention it. I didn't want to take that from y'all, but that video, maybe my favorite music video ever.
For good reason.
Fuck.
Alive is no longer alive.
Mm.
From now on, Eddie has to read the lyrics to the song so people can understand them in that one. That's the punishment.
No, he has to play Vitology in full on tour.
Not Bugs. No, thank you.
No, including Bugs.
No, you have to throw Bugs.
I want to go to the tour. I want to go to the tour, but I don't want to have your Bugs. I don't want to hear.
I'm such a Pearl Jam mark. I'd still go.
So would I.
I want to go. I want to go. That's the thing. Are you guys ready to rock? Bust out accordion. Ugh.
Let's sing along. Bugs in my bed.
Bugs in my ears.
Wait, where are y'all going? Why are y'all running away?
We just all show up with bug shirts on.
Bugs, yes. We are at halftime right now. These were mostly very great suggestions, by the way. Very happy with how this turned out so far. Got some good stuff. Got some laughs. Going to take 1 minute just to reset. If you guys need to go grab anything, go for it now. If you do need something, Crash, if you calm down from our Red Hot Chili Pepper slander.
I'll live.
Okay. Okay.
The chat has my back here. Y'all got to worry about the chat.
They did. They really did.
You're lucky. You'll actually be able to get the chat on your side. I can never assume that.
Yeah, it can be hard to sway in certain situations.
I would also just like to say, Gretchen is the boss right now of the chat, so whatever she says goes. And don't you dare think for a second I won't support it. So
watch the fuck out, guys.
Yeah, guys, you really think I'm going to take someone I don't know over Gretchen's word? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Hey, at least the children's song slowed down.
I was spamming that one. Crazy Frog versus Baby Shark. Yes, that's what people want to hear us talk about. That's it. Way to go.
See, it's funny because it's funny.
Here's the thing. I actually unironically think Baby Shark is a good kid song. But I don't think, here's the thing. I had to cover it because it charted.
Yeah, it was charted.
It did.
For a considerable length of time. And I may have put it as an honorable mention on my best hit songs of 2019 list. I stand by that, by the way. I think that song is, for what it's trying to do, it works.
Also, I think it just set some type of streaming record too, or something for this year.
Oh God!
For how many times it's been played, and that's only by like 5 kids. They said it's because it just plays on a loop over and over again.
But here's the thing with that song in particular: you never want to use it in any of your videos because that is a copyright claim you will never be able to win.
Really?
Don't touch this.
Okay, don't touch,
Don't touch
Baby
this.
Shark. Don't. Okay, that is interesting. I don't know when it was going to come into factory, but it could have someday. If I'm playing about some whiny baby, I'm sure that could have happened at some point. So, Crash is getting another beverage on his way.
I thought he was going to break out a certain weapon of some sort that he keeps in his arsenal.
Little sweetie.
Well, I thought Little Sweetie was about to make an entrance.
I heard y'all was talking shit.
We're talking about Baby Shark.
We were talking about Baby Shark.
Oh God,
Yeah.
who was that kept
I don't
suggesting
know.
Baby Shark for his career?
If I just,
you're
I've already
totally
told.
grounded.
Yeah, I already told Gretchen. If it keeps happening, just getting booted. I don't care. You think I'm gonna care? Oh no, I'm missing the attention of someone who keeps suggesting Baby Shark.
Give the shark the boot.
You know, that's to all of the poor Brits who we put Crazy Frog back into their head. Every time you say Crazy Frog around a British, you take 5.
Yes, Crash, I agree. I also agree what you said about Dom. The British people are just jerks. Yikes. I know you hate him, Crash, but man, oh man. Dom does really deserve it, though. But I don't think all British people deserve that. If you feel that way, though, just stay silent, I guess. Don't say anything.
Yeah, don't say anything at all if you do agree. Oh, okay. Well, those are harsh words,
man,
but
he's really biting his tongue on this too. He really is vicious against.
Yeah, I'm definitely not putting any words in his mouth.
I don't know why this keeps happening. God damn it! Oh,
is it one of those things like with your DSLR that you were trying where it freezes like every half hour?
I was going to say,
I'm using a webcam.
I was going to say,
no, I'm thinking like similar with the webcam like functionality.
The webcam it doesn't have anything like that. It's specifically designed for stuff like this.
Out of curiosity, are you on wireless?
No.
Okay, that was my guess. Internet connection, but anyway, it's working. We're good. It was only 20 seconds. I got a good super chat list up. Some of them are amazing, some of them are ridiculous, and some of them I have no idea what you guys are talking about. We're gonna be honest though, so thank you very much.
We'll do our best.
Also, so yes, just 1 second. IRL message. Da-da-da-da.
Crash, meanwhile, while you were gone, Luke started a beef with you and Dom.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay.
I can take him.
You know,
Essentially what was said.
We're all going to be at the wedding too, so I just want to get that beef nice and tender for getting right off the grill.
You know, like I was saying before I got cut off, I mentioned Crazy Frog once. That guy's on his ass. He's British.
That's true. Yeah.
That's.
As we go over here, thank you guys again for your support. Keep the super chats coming. I have them all popped out over here. They will be read at random. Thank you guys again. Keep them coming. However, we'll get to as many as we can. We'll try to go a little bit quicker this way, get as many as possible. As I get the chats and get everything ready. Here we go. That's not right.
We are almost at 200 likes, guys. Thank you.
Oh, so Crash impression at 200, guys. The super chats. We will get to as many as possible. Boom. Reddit random. Here we go. And stop. There we go. Okay. Well, you know what? With the announcement of When We Were Young coming in, everyone losing their minds, this is appropriate.
There we go.
My Chemical Romance, Helena versus Dead from Seth Kopish. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. From Seth, Helena versus Dead.
For me, this is easy.
Me too.
Same.
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Helena. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
It's not close.
It's
John,
really
I know it's you. I know.
Yeah, you know. I
know.
have it tattooed on my body.
You have Dead tattooed on your body? Okay. That's
Yes,
just,
the word dead.
Just the word dead. All right, fine. Make the coroner's job easier. So, anyone have any?
Well, he's clearly not alive.
Yep, says right there. So, anyone have anything they want to say about Helena? Because
Not really.
over Dead, yeah. I mean, I have nothing against Dead, but Helena is just.
I think we've talked about Helena quite a bit.
Gerard just goes over the top. So,
and I love Dead. I love Dead.
Yeah.
Dead's great.
Don't get me wrong, but Helena is.
You're not beating the champ. you're not beating the champ. And
I gotta say, I was incredibly lucky to start with Helena as my first My Chem song. You know, what a great hopping on point.
Oh, absolutely. Well, a lot, like honestly, it's either Helena or Black Parade is the champ.
That was mine.
And you're not beating either one of those. You're not. Yeah.
Just a second, guys. I have to ban someone.
Oh, okay.
Drop the hammer.
Yeah.
We'll see if that bans him. Hopefully that'll ban him. Okay, moving on. Sorry about that, everybody. One person tries to be obnoxious. I don't care.
I was about to do that myself.
Yeah, guys, I do not care about someone's feelings if they're trying to be obnoxious. Sorry. I just don't.
You talk shit, you get hit over here.
Yeah. There's too many people that are being really good and nice right now, guys.
That's not fair to them. And so, it's like we'd rather focus on y'all who are being awesome.
Yeah.
You're not as funny or interesting as you think you are.
You're not. You're really not. That's the thing. Yeah.
It's like
Plus you probably don't even like walking on the sun. Okay? Let's be honest.
See that? You even like walking on the sun?
Yes. If anyone does fan art, could you guys get like all four of us on the sun? Just like high-fiving each other. That would be great. Thank you. That'd be so, sweet. From SHXRPX, I don't know what acronym that is for, but thank you very much. System of a Down's Toxicity versus Linkin Park's Breaking the Habit.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not against it. I'm just saying it is interesting though for what they're doing.
That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Damn.
I have an answer. It's close, but I have an answer.
No, mine's gonna be close.
Close for me too. Well, I'm not even sure.
I'm not either, Crash.
Yeah. This is a tough call for me. Yeah.
God. All right.
Okay. I think I got it.
All right. For System of Down's Toxicity. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Stay with your gut, Crash. Stay with the gut.
Okay. All right.
For Linkin Park's Breaking the Habit. 1, 2, 3.
I hate to leave you hanging, Mark, but it was close. It was close for me.
Nothing against toxicity. Yeah.
No, never.
Nothing. Mark, for the defense of toxicity.
I'm a little surprised that I'm the one who's defending System of a Down here.
That makes no sense. That makes
it doesn't, because I'm not the biggest System fan, but at the same time, like Toxicity is arguably one of their best songs, and like I would put it like I would go back to that way more than I go back to Breaking the Habit. Like as much as it is, like I've never been the biggest fan of Breaking the Habit either, but that's just me.
Okay, fair enough. I think I'll go next, just for me, because like saying that argument, I think I would go for more just for a little bit more, if I get my words right, for Breaking the Habit. Because of Chester's performance on that, I talked about Chester's performance on Crawling, which I just did not care for. On this one, I thought it was fantastic. I mean, Breaking the Habit was also a huge part of why the shelf life of Meteora was so long and so great. I love Toxicity, though, the song and the album. So you're not going to hear me say, well, Toxicity has this, blah, 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 blah. No. Surge, they're all great. So
yeah,
that's my point. Crash for Breaking the Habit.
See, again, this was so close for me. Again, this is almost like an apples and oranges comparison.
It is.
Those two songs are trying to do something very, very different.
Wildly different, yes.
Wildly different there in tones. But I would say I just had to barely give it to Breaking the Habit. Again, there's a much stronger emotional resonance there. That song is really... Not that Toxicity isn't sharing an important sort of message behind it too, but like Breaking the Habit just has the feeling behind it. And the thing is, with Breaking the Habit, it's a builder. It goes and it builds and it builds up until that last point when it's at that last chorus where Chester's screaming his guts out and it's all heart and he's just bleeding on the floor with his emotion. Toxicity, it's so much more staticky. It's a very rise and fall rock song. And I get that's what they're trying to do. Again, it's an apples and oranges thing.
Yeah.
They're both doing something very different. But I don't know, just the sort of choppiness of that song always makes it a little bit harder for me to revisit. I'm kind of the opposite, Mark. I go back to Breaking the Habit way more than I do to... honestly, the Toxicity isn't even my favorite song off of that album. I'd say it's like maybe in the like bottom 5 of that record. It's still a decent ass song, but like... I gotta give it to Breaking the Habit. Again, apples and oranges in my book, though. This is a weird comparison.
Okay.
Yeah.
And John, now that your heart has broken a little bit, why Breaking the Habit?
Yeah, Breaking the Habit was just always a really like personal song for me. You know, a lot of stuff that I was going through. You know, and like when I was a teenager, like, you know, I think it's just one of the reasons that Linkin Park spoke to as many millions of people as they did. Because it didn't have to have the deepest message in the world to not feel like it was spoon feeding you or holding your hand. It's like, hey, I've been there. This is me at my low, like, or whatever I'm going through or what I see other people struggling with. So, and I just love like how like almost like off kilter the keys are in the background of that track. What stays so consistent, throwing some turntables in and some kind of nice guitars on top. It's a great track, and not that Toxicity isn't. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites on the album, Toxicity either. But I don't know. Breaking the Habit is definitely one of my top 3 on Meteora.
Okay.
You know, it really speaks to a song that it can have, you know, the turntables, the dated ass new metal turntables that we all make fun of today. But nobody talks shit about them on Breaking the Habit.
Nobody totally works there. It's such it's just those subtle little touch.
It's faint, just a little bit. Speaking of faint, same album. But,
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys very much. Super chats only for this hour. Keep the super chats coming. We'll get through as many as we can as we try to go through as many of yours. Keep these suggestions coming. Thank you guys very much. Also, Gretchen's our mod. If we have to ban people, we ban people. We ban 2 right now. Guys, I don't care. We'll ban people. So, thank you guys, everyone that's also having fun. Are we up to 200 likes yet?
We are. We're over. 218 right now is what I see.
Well, then, we're going to have to find a pretty strong impression when we get there, I guess. I'm sure something will come. Guys, if you want a suggestion, give a super chat. Crash will be happy to do it. I promise. So,
y'all haven't gotten that many out of me today so far.
No, we haven't. We really haven't. So,
y'all are wasting your ticket here.
I got what this is here. From Richard Batchelor, Meatloaf songs, Bat Out of Hell versus I Would Do Anything for Love.
Oh, I saw that one pop up while we were talking, and like, that's gonna break us if we got to talk about it.
That's hard. That's really hard.
One more time.
The song Bat Out of Hell versus I Would Do Anything for Love, but I won't do that.
Oh boy.
Also a little bit different for what he's going for song versus song. The tone, but
it's not really an apt comparison.
It's not, but they're both by Meatloaf.
It's kind of a preference thing, probably.
It is,
more
but
than
I do get it. It's Meatloaf versus Meatloaf, and these are 2 iconic songs. So
sure.
Does everyone have an answer?
Oh yeah, I got one.
I think so. I'm kind of like that too. Okay, for Bat Out of Hell, 1, 2, 3. I'm up 2. I was up 2. Sorry, my phone was kind of low. So, and for I Would Do Anything for Love, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Some double thumbs up on your side. Okay, you guys go first. So, Crash, why does I Would Do Anything get it?
This is strictly personal for me. I Would Do Anything for Love was the first Meatloaf song I ever heard. Okay. I heard that song when it was I saw that song when it was a music video back when I was like 6 years old. I saw the Michael Bay-ass music video.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's big. Yeah.
It is.
It's fucking fantastic. But no, man, again, that was I think it is. Meatloaf really was one of those artists because everything he did was so loud and so over the top and so bombastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's so theatrical that, man, the first song you really hear from him, as long as it isn't like a Midnight and the Lost and Found or something weird like that, you know, the first good Meatloaf song you hear is the one that sticks to you for the rest of your life. And like, I Would Do Anything for Love. I didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about when I was 6 years old, but it was like, wow, I feel that in my chest. I feel that. Man, this is a whole new feel. This is a whole new feeling that Sesame Street ain't giving me. What the hell is this?
Crash left kindergarten and became a man that day at 6 years old.
I would do anything for love, but I won't skip Ren and Stimpy.
Aww. He passes the chicken like it's no, mother. I want real chicken. I'm a man now. Meatloaf made me that way. Mark,
the loaf made me that way.
Yes, Mr. Loaf made me that way. So,
see, in my opinion, I don't think this is a great comparison because Bat Out of Hell is a banger. It is the sort of it's the opening track. It goes so hard.
Mhm.
It is so operatic in what it's trying to do, and it's the best motorcycle crash ever put to music.
Yes.
But I Would Do Anything for Love is kind of in its own tier. Like, the closest comparisons I would have to that off of the original Bad Out of Hell, I'd go with Heaven Can Wait or 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad. I think
That's
those
a
are
better one, yeah.
Those are better comparisons.
Yeah.
But I Would Do Anything for Love is just, it's operatic, it's huge. I love the build of it off of the motorcycle sounds that they sampled, and then how they just built the song to go for a solid 11 and a half minutes. I love the female vocals that come in on the back third, which actually provide the context of what Meatloaf would not do.
But I
he
would do that. Yeah, the end.
Which I'm always shocked people don't understand, like, the context of the song. Maybe they get bored, like, midway through the 5 minutes, but the song is actually pretty straightforward in terms of what Meatloaf would not ultimately do by the very end. And the video was fantastic. The production is immaculate.
Mhm.
The song sounds incredible. It's not my favorite song from that album because I have such a soft spot for Objects in the Rearview Mirror, but at the same time, it is so good.
Okay. John, further defense of Bad Out of Hell.
Well, I'm not our resident Meatloaf expert, but, obviously these are two classic songs that I think pretty much everybody would know. I just always, from a young age, really loved how exciting Bad Out of Hell feels. And, not that I don't have love for just the pristine sound of I Would Do Anything for Love, because I do, and I love the vocals on that track to death. But there's something about the urgency of Bad Out of Hell that just makes you, I don't know. I was talking earlier about, like, Walk by the Foo Fighters being just kind of like a get your blood boiling type of song.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Out of Hell is that for me.
Yeah, it's such a gut punch right out of the gate, and that was my always big thing for them too. And what Mark's saying, like, this is not the best comparison of a Meatloaf's work for a song versus song. I get why it was a suggestion, though, and it is a good suggestion for Meatloaf and tribute to him. But man, the energy that Meatloaf has right out of the gate for Bad Out of Hell, and I appreciate I Would Do Anything for Love. It's so strong, and the stuff that Simon does for that to, like, give rock something different, and just with that first track, I don't know. It's close for
They're
me.
both
But
great opening tracks.
They are.
And I still, even though I'm coming down on I Would Do Anything for Love, Bad Out of Hell is a 10 out of 10 classic in terms of the album as a whole. You can't there's very few things that you could pitch against that album.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 10 versus 10 at this point. It's really,
there's no wrong answer on this either, I don't think. So
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
I'm glad we tied on that one.
I'm kind of glad we ended up splitting on that because we don't have to hurt anybody. Nobody deserves being hurt by that one.
Yeah.
No, not that one. Moving on. Thank you guys. Keep the super chats coming. It's super chat hour only. Goku-san DBZ says, Cult of Personality versus This Fire by Killswitch Engage. Cult of Personality by Living Color.
I don't know the Killswitch song.
Okay. Anyone else have an answer?
You guys can go. You guys can go if you want to.
We'll do this. We'll do some more. We'll do this more quickly if the other three have them. So, okay. Very quick.
Which Killswitch song was it again?
This Fire.
Oh, This Fire. Okay.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very quickly then. Cult of Personality by Living Color. 1, 2, 3.
No disrespect to Killswitch.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it at a time.
I feel like even they would probably be like, "Oh yeah, Living Color." It's,
I mean, that's
Cult of Person.
That's Living Color's best too, by far. It's just how.
Yeah, it's a great track.
Right.
I'm too much of a CM Punk mark to not give that. one.
Yeah, it's tied to him. It carried for decades after, 30 years after the song came out. So,
is that a wrestling specific reference between those two songs?
Yeah. Well, CM Punk used to use that song as an entrance theme. Cult of Personality.
But what about the Killswitch song?
He came by Killswitch for a long time too. So.
He did go by that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So,
There's a connection I wouldn't have seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah, it's a wrestling thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So keep the super chats coming. Thank you guys for doing this very much. So also thanks to Gretchen again. You have been handling like 2 or 3 trolls that we got kicked out of. Gretchen, you're the best. Everyone tell Gretchen she's the best as I go through the super chats.
Thank you, Gretchen.
Thank you, Gretchen.
Thank you, Gretchen.
As we go on from Brandon Barenfeld, Pink Floyd songs, Us and Them versus Comfortably Numb.
Oh, not close.
Yeah, easy for me too.
Oof.
Everybody
a
have
little
one?
closer for me. It's a little closer.
Yeah,
but-
I'm kind of with Crash on that.
yeah. This ain't as easy for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Us and Them. 1, 2, 3.
Think. Oh,
Okay.
okay. You know what? I'll stand alone on this. Okay, sure.
And Comfortably Numb. 1, 2, 3. Such a standout piece for The Wall. That's the only reason why, because I love it so much. And I love Dark Side too, but I think Comfortably Numb stands out more in The Wall than Us and Them stands out a little bit more in Dark Side. For whatever reason in my mind. That's a personal thing though. Love both.
I would agree. I'd agree with that, but I also think the weird thing with Dark Side is that it keeps slipping back with me. Like, it's not an album I go back to as much as Wish You Were Here or Animals.
Wish You Were Here is my favorite, so I
same. Yeah.
Wish You Were Here is
Wish You Were Here.
incredible.
Big
Yeah.
thing.
Incredible,
Big
yeah.
thing. Nothing tops Wish You Were Here.
Eddie, like Crash, like just give you for the one for defense for Us and Them.
The thing is, for me, it's just I'm kind of the opposite of you, Mark. I love Dark Side of the Moon. That's the one I go back. That's another Pink Floyd I go back to over and over again. I give The Wall and Animals fewer spins as I keep going on. I think it might also be an that was the first. Dark Side was the first Pink Floyd album I ever heard too. So
okay.
Us and Them got to me first. But again, it's just I feel like Us and Them works well enough on its own. Like, it's just a good song. You don't need context. You don't need a lot of context or anything to really get onto it. With Comfortably Numb, man, you really need the rest of The Wall for that album.
Okay,
sure.
Dig as much as it does. But yeah, Us and Them is just a vibe.
John, you want to add anything?
No, I'm not really. I mean, I'm kind of with Crash, oddly enough, in the sense that I went with Comfortably Numb, but Dark Side was my first album that I got into, but Comfortably Numb just always felt like such a standout on that album. And sure, it hits a lot harder when you're listening to it in the context, but if you have listened to the album enough times, I think it works great as a standalone track too.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that.
I understand that too. So I don't want to kill Us and Them because no,
not gonna happen.
Not gonna make me.
There's not enough money in the world for me to do that.
I mean, the song.
I caught it. Money.
Pounds of cash register intensify.
That was actually better. So okay. As we move on, thank you very much. Good suggestions. Keep them coming. We'll get through as many as we can. And moving on from Devin Sterling. Oh, okay. We got some new stuff. This might not code for all if you haven't heard the new one yet. Ghost Songs off the new album Impera. Hunter's Moon versus Call Me Little Sunshine.
I haven't heard either of them. So.
Okay, fair. We'll go quick.
Yeah.
So, for Hunter's Moon, Ghost. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And no, it's okay. And Call Me Little Sunshine. 1, 2, 3. I like them both.
Did not like Hunter's Moon.
Okay.
I honestly just did not like that song. It's got a very weird vibe. There's no hook to it. Call Me Little Sunshine was great, but I was not feeling. You could kind of tell that was a song written for a soundtrack.
Well,
that was specifically
for Halloween, I'm looking at it though too. The track list for Impera, like Little Miss Sunshine or Call Me Little Sunshine, Little Miss Sunshine. Bleeds
did I call it Little Miss Sunshine?
I did. I don't know. So then I said
That's a great movie.
Ghost does the soundtrack for Little Miss Sunshine. So
they're doing Halloween now. They're doing Little Miss Sunshine too. What the hell?
Man, Cardinal becomes Papa, and he's just trying to rake in the cash. So
yeah, Papa's selling out.
Man,
the church ain't paying what it used to.
Yeah, but Hollywood sure is. So I do like the hook for Hunter's Moon.
Yeah, I think it does have a hook.
I like it though, but again, I like both. But I do think it's interesting. Call Me Little Sunshine goes into Hunter's Moon on the track listing for Impera. I tried listening that way. It does work pretty well. So
okay, fair enough.
But I don't want to kill Little Sunshine.
Maybe the album's not even out yet. Maybe it just has the thing. I don't know.
That's fair. It's only been a week, so
right. It hasn't been out that long. It might grow on me more. Sunshine, that is. So, and if I could say one thing though, I will say that I don't think either of these tracks have grabbed me as sounding as strong as typical top tier Ghost material.
Like rap.
I'm a little worried that they might stay in this kind of same vintage flair type of
I will
playing
say
and
this
not
for
mix
the
it up enough.
I will say this for the singles, it does not catch you as much as Rats or Square Hammer. It doesn't do as that.
No.
Well, so
Or
There's not-
anything from Meliora.
Yeah,
You know?
I haven't heard a Dance Macabre on this album
No.
yet.
no Pinnacle to the
No.
Bid. So, but again,
Yeah.
could be
No.
wrong. Could be
No.
wrong. So we'll wait and
We'll
see.
see.
March is not that far away. So moving
No,
on.
less than 2 months.
Yeah, keep them coming. Thank you guys very much. As we go here. Oh, okay. From Alex Kahn, Better Man from Pearl Jam versus Good Riddance from Green Day.
Not fair.
That's weird, but okay.
Weird comparison, but
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I know which one.
From Pearl
Yeah,
Jam's Better Man. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I mean that's a big one.
Yeah.
Okay, across the board.
Yeah.
Not
Wow.
even you, John. Okay, all right.
It's known that that's one Green Day song I can't stand.
That's right.
When we do talk about
No.
when we talk about songs that were
yeah,
overplayed, they played
Oh,
that Green
God.
Day Good Written song every commercial, every TV episode, and they still try to find a way to sham it in. It's been like 3 decades now.
I can't
Yeah.
stand it. I can't stand it. I
Okay.
just can't.
Especially, and I know the chat will back me up on this. If that happened to be your graduation song, you, yeah, Luke, yeah, you hate that,
And
you
it was-
hate that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It had already been out for years too, and they made it our graduation song. And I didn't understand why no one wanted it. No one wanted that. It was like one person's job to find a good song. So
I'm still very happy that my graduation song was "I Will Follow You Into the Dark" by Death Cab for Cutie.
oh,
Wait, did you go to Catholic school as vicious as Roman?
Yep.
I was about
yeah,
to say
there
that
it
is
is.
a Catholic school ass
So
song.
was it?
Hey, Crash, what did we get? What did we get for our little graduation?
We didn't even have one.
I think
That's
I
how lame.
got I think I got a hymn played on the piano.
Yeah.
Public school.
I should be grateful it wasn't like freaking a Gaither song or something weird like that.
Probably
I'm
like
very grateful
Casting
that
Crowns.
I'm very grateful that I went to a Catholic school, but at the same time, most of the people who were coordinating graduation were my friends, and all of us were indie rock-ish nerds in the mid 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah.
My high school graduation was such a disaster. That song paired with our valedictorian mooning everyone. Yeah, it was quite the.
It was a hunter's moon.
If that would have been the song, at least it would have tied up a little bit. But yeah, Time of Your Life.
Damn, this
And then
Ghost
us
music video was weird.
And then
That's
walking
going
out.
from the pinnacle to the pit, all right.
Yeah, it is. Public school, everybody. Public school. That's what you get for free. That's what you get. So, moving on. Thank you guys for the suggestions. Keep coming. Yes, that really did happen, by the way. Our valedictorian mooned over thousands of people at our big high school graduation. Yes, that did happen.
Wow.
So, hot principal did not like it, understandably. So, moving on.
This doesn't
I
fit
know.
with Good Riddance at all.
The worst part is, and there are 1,000 people who can verify this, you know what he had written on his butt cheeks? 04.
Oh, he had something.
05, excuse me, not 04, obviously. 05.
Oh, don't
Just-
tread on me.
No, don't.
That's a Simpsons reference.
I know,
So-
I know. From the Australia one, I know.
Yeah.
That would have been funny, at
If he
least.
did
Not
that
weird.
redeems it.
Yeah. From Tony Tay. Oh, goodness. No.
Oh no.
Oh, this is a bad one. Okay. Green Day, the songs. Green Day, Father of All, versus The Offspring, Let the Bad Times Roll. I heard 2 people groan, one person gasp.
And silence.
All right,
Silence. I guess, yeah. We'll keep this
Yeah.
quick. We'll keep this quick. Green Day is
And they are referring to the title tracks,
the
right?
songs,
Not the
the
album.
songs,
Yeah.
just the songs.
Oh,
Father of All. 1, 2, 3.
I hate to, but it's like. eh.
I guess.
At least Billy
Oh,
Joe.
okay,
can
wow.
sing.
Yeah, it grew on
You know,
me.
maybe
It
it's
did.
because "Let the Bad Times Roll" is still
So,
fresh in our.
yeah.
Yeah, that song.
And terrible.
That whole
That
album.
sucks.
The whole album.
It's bad.
I just-
yeah.
You know,
I hate it. It's
do you mind if I go first on this one?
Well,
Like,
just
I
this was freeform. Go whatever.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, like I don't like most of Father of All, but like I can at least sit through it. I can
Yeah.
sit through Father of All, motherfuckers. I can get through it. Let the
Yeah.
Bad Times Roll. It's like, and not only does it make me sad and depressed and confused, but fucking Dexter's fucking voice is breaking, and his falsetto is terrible. It's like, stop, Grandpa! Stop! What is wrong with you, Grandpa?
Your
Grandpa
next
Dexter.
notes. I just applaud. Wow.
We can add Dexter Holland to the amazing impressions by Crash Thompson.
Yeah, nice. Another one in the arsenal.
Why don't I get to do a good Dexter Holland impression, though? I have to do broken.
You got to do Let the Bad Times Roll.
Dexter.
I was going to say, well,
that's the only one you get.
Won't even let me,
and I was going to say, well, that's a 2021 song, but then again, I don't know when that song was recorded because it took 9 years for the album to come out, so who knows when it was made? Whatever.
Yeah. It was probably
Whatever, you're
2012.
gonna go far, kid.
Yeah. By the way, I say this as a fan of The Offspring. I say that too. And even this, and even I'm looking at this going, oh, goodness, no.
I was a defender of Days Go By, but not this.
Yeah.
Not
I
this.
still don't know how you defend that album. It's not good.
Hey, there are dozens of us.
Actual dozens.
We have
exactly.
We have a Discord meeting on Tuesdays.
Thursday, Luke. You know we moved.
Excuse me.
Oh.
From Shiloh Fizel. Again, apologies if I'm mispronouncing everything. I have my windows all over too. Welcome to the Jungle from Guns N' Roses versus Metallica's Enter Sandman.
Oh, not close.
Ooh. For me, this is tough.
They're very different, so it's a little tougher for me too.
Yeah, they are very different songs.
So, all right, you guys got an answer? Okay.
Yeah.
For Guns N' Roses, Welcome to the Jungle. 1, 2, 3.
Really?
Interesting. I did not see that coming.
I figured one of them.
Yeah, I did too. Metallica, Enter Sandman. 1, 2, 3. Black Album is good. And so is Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
Not to say that Welcome to the Jungle is bad. Just
the thing is, if this weren't Enter Sandman, I would have played devil's advocate and voted for Welcome to the Jungle and gone. Like I would have, but the thing is, it's Enter Sandman. I've mentioned this several times, but Enter Sandman is literally my first memory. Mm-hmm. The first memory I have in my head is watching the Enter Sandman video with my brother on the couch when I was like maybe 5 years old, maybe. Like the Black Album has it's a defining record for me. That is a personality defining record. It's why I'm such an asshole.
That doesn't make sense. Axl Rose is not exactly Mr. Nice Guy.
I mean, not that Axl.
He's so kind. Axl's basically Little Miss Sunshine.
And nothing else matters.
You say that. Wait till you see Axl Rose live in 2021 or 2022.
Yeah, that sounds like the last thing I want to do.
Oh, do you wish it was that high? It's when Christian and I saw Guns N' Roses in 2019, it sounded like he just smoked like a 30 pack of unfiltereds really quick, and then went on stage and just like huffed out. His voice is gone.
Sexy girl.
Man, that's the thing. Those Guns N' Roses songs, they're hard. They were hard to sing back in the day. His register was just so crazy and like. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Try singing "Welcome to the Jungle" now. I dare.
Okay, no, I'm not going to. You're the impression guy. We're waiting.
Okay. You really want this? Because I might fuck this up bad.
We have enough people. We have 231 likes, so I think that's what everyone's waiting on.
All right. All right.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want, honey, we know the name, we know the people that supply whatever you may need. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle, and I feel it with my knees. Ooh, I want to watch you bleed.
He even got the groan in, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be honest. Guys, that was actually pretty much more on point than a lot of you were expecting.
That was top form, Crash.
I did okay. See, it's because it's me and Axl are both Hoosiers. That's the Indiana. That's the Indiana. That's the secret. You got to be from here.
What do you mean? You guys are saying my ears, my headphone users, my ears. What are you guys talking about?
Can you just pull them off a little? Like
you guys are over dramatic. You're fine. Okay. Da, 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 da.
Chat, I appreciate you being generous. I appreciate that. I'll live off those comments for a week. So thank you.
Nice. As I try to go over here. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Okay, from Jonathan Colt. Smashing Pumpkins songs. 1979 versus Tonight Tonight.
Ooh.
Huh?
To me, this isn't fair. This is not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair, but I do have an instant response. So
Yeah. No, I got an answer. Oh, I got an answer.
Yeah.
okay. So for 1979, 1, 2, 3.
See, it's Tonight Tonight.
Tonight. That's the staple for the mid 90s. I mean, Smashing Pumpkins was so good.
Yeah.
That's Billy at his prime. Not annoying, not over the top, weird. It's so good.
Almost any other Pumpkin song except Tonight Tonight, I probably would have given it to 79 because it's so good, mellow, and it's such a dreamy song. But Tonight Tonight is the one song in their catalog that is even more of that.
The drums and the strings just building up so much and so fast. So much happens in a relatively short song for Tonight. So
it's the most ambitious song, I think. Well, the most successfully ambitious song.
I was thinking the same thing.
Key thing there. Key identifier there.
Just the fact that you said that he's going to make, because he's still planning on making a sequel double album to Melancholy. We're going to get like 20-minute songs all the time. This is not out of the order. I'm not exaggerating, guys. It's going to be over the top.
That's the problem.
It's over the top.
Therein lies the problem. The fact that I could do a 7 on Sunday episode on the amount of projects that Billy has abandoned, that he started and then subsequently walked away from.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Like the Oceana thing, all that stuff. Like, no.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, please give us Melancholy Part 2, Daddy.
What is with bands doing that? Like, there are a lot of bands doing part 2 of classic albums. Like
Colors 2 for some reason, and it worked, but Our Lady Peace,
releasing Spiritual Machine 2 later this year. That's gonna suck. That's bound to suck. 75% of the band isn't even there anymore. So it's
okay. From Strawberry Burst 27. Pepper by Butthole Surfers versus Flag Rag? It keeps saying things badly spelled out, sorry. Flagpole Sitta by Harvey Danger. There we go.
Okay.
It keeps juddering out on my things and I can't read it. Like, chat is just popping out.
Yeah, I know what this one is. This one's easy.
Yeah, for me too. Pepper. You got an answer?
Yeah.
I got one. I got one.
Pepper. 1, 2, 3.
I'm with you, Mark. I'm with you on Pepper. Okay. It's closer for me, but yeah.
Flagpole Sitta, Harvey Danger. 1, 2, 3. There's very few things Flagpole Sitta are known for. That's one of them, and I think it's good.
I mean, I won't even deny it. It's a bop. It's just a straight bop.
It's super catchy. It's another one of those ones for me that's just kind of like, it does kind of have a more upbeat swell to it. It feels peppy, but the lyrics are just kind of like, my life is falling apart. I'm in hell.
See, what I like about Pepper specifically is that I've recently gone over a retrospective of Beck's music, and I'm like, it hasn't aged as well as I wanted to, and that really bothers me. But the funny thing is that Butthole Surfer stuff really has. Like, it's been weird enough that it hasn't aged badly. And Pepper, as much as it's really just a ripoff of Loser, like, it holds up.
Yeah. Well, Pepper's also not like a lot of other Butthole Surfer songs too.
I know, it's
that's
wonderful.
Also
that's also part of it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Help me out here. Is Loser a ripoff of Pepper, or is Pepper a ripoff of Loser? Because
Pepper's a ripoff. I've heard Pepper a Loser, but that's how I heard it.
Okay, all right.
Same, yeah.
I've heard both. I've heard it both ways. I'm not sure what the hell the truth is, but
it's tough to gauge because like Loser I want to say that Pepper came out 94 or 95.
Oh, I don't remember.
I think 95. I'm pretty sure it was 95.
Okay. Loser came out as a single format in 94.
Oh, okay. So
that makes sense. Okay. So tie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm comfortable with that.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Real quick, I need to switch my camera batteries or else my camera's going to die.
Go for it. Good time right now.
Yeah.
Well,
What I love about both of those songs is they're great signifiers of that kind of 90s snark, that 90s cynicism, but from completely different ends of the spectrum.
Because Beck and Butthole Surfers also just identity and everything about them is a little bit opposite too. Not opposite, but different.
Well, I also think that I'm happy that Butthole Surfers retired when they did.
Yeah.
As much as I will tolerate Beck's, Beck was so adventurous and doing a lot of things. I also feel that he got really normal.
Yeah, Beck matured pretty nicely. Like it took a while, but he did mature from the randomness a bit.
But at the same time, it wasn't always for the better, in my opinion. Like,
not always, no, but it did happen.
Yeah, I've seen him live, and he's great live.
See, I've never seen him live, so.
But the thing with Beck is that I also I saw him as the opening act of U2.
Oh, what year?
Cool. Yeah.
What year? This was 2019.
Well, okay.
That'd still be fun. I would.
Yeah, I bet that's.
It was U2 on their Joshua Tree tour, where they pretty much played all of Joshua Tree.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it makes sense that they did it, but at the same time, it drives me a little nuts that Beck didn't stay as weird as he could. Like, my favorite song from Colors was Wow, where it was demented, had that trap element, and I'm like, ooh, this is it threw me initially, but I'm like, Beck's kind of nailing this. And I wish more of that.
John, you set?
I got something stuck in my throat or something. I can't stop coughing. I'm sorry, guys. I keep muting myself.
Okay.
That's okay.
Can you give me just a minute? I'll be right back.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Good.
The Beck discourse made him sick, poor guy.
This suggestion really got to John. I did not expect him to get this emotional about it. Man.
Oh man, homie's got feelings about sea change. Oh,
he's got sea change. He's got feelings about flagpole sitta. I had no idea. I didn't know that could even happen.
Out of curiosity, what's your favorite Beck albums?
See, I'm not a huge Beck guy. I follow Beck very, very just casually. So
which one? I'm drawing a blank on which one was Devil's Haircuts on it.
Oh shit!
See, I cannot remember the name.
I want to say Midnight Vultures.
That sounds right. I think it's Midnight Vultures. Yeah, the chat will correct us on that.
Yes, thank you. Yes, so, that one's mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a Mutations guy, so
okay. Yeah.
I'm kind of weird. I don't, it depends on what day you catch me, honestly, depending. The three Beck albums I always find myself coming back to are Sea Change, Guero, and Odelay, just because I'm basic.
Odelay is a good basic Beck album.
It is. It's
I think it's aged in weird patches, but I think that's also very true of anyone who tried to integrate those sort of hip hop elements at that time.
I mean, real talk.
Everyone's saying it's Odelay, so in the chat with Devil's Haircut, that makes sense. Then, yeah.
Odelay, a lot of Odelay. A lot of Odelay.
I couldn't remember. I couldn't for the life of me remember which one it was on, but yeah, that's mine.
There's not a damn thing wrong with Odelay, but
you know. That was my favorite.
Beck put out how many albums in the 90s?
I mean, it's hard to keep track of all of them.
And also, someone just said in the chat, I hope John isn't choking on the splinter.
Oh, it's a shame he wasn't there for that pun.
He might have liked that, so.
He would have.
Yeah. John's not sick, but he's not well. What has this chat become?
And the irony, they're killing me. Hi.
You do know that level of irony is coming back with all of Gen Z. That it's going to be Beck has not been by TikTok. That's going to be a thing.
I could see it happening. A lot of Beck's catalog would work really, really well on TikTok. I'm surprised I haven't seen that happen yet.
Yeah. Crash, this is where you hop into your niche and get millions upon millions of views.
For that, yes.
I gotta.
It's better than the diseased vaginas.
Also,
I mean, right? If I gotta resort to '90s nostalgia, I'd rather it be something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I still have no clue why that happened. It's so weird.
You okay there, John?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a
Okay.
cough drop in now. I
Okay.
had like dust or something that got into my throat, and I like no matter how much water I drank, it couldn't.
got you.
Like I just kept. I was like dying. It was that
I
scary.
made the joke. You were very touched up and emotional about Harvey Danger. So
Yeah, I was. I just I was a flagpole sitter once, as in my childhood. So.
okay then. Well then. Okay. From Christian Todor, again, apologies about pronunciation. Save Me by Shinedown versus Save Me by Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, they were going to throw "Save Me" by Nickelback in here too.
If you would have thought
Save
of it,
me.
yes. Yeah. You guys have thoughts?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Save Me by Shinedown. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's-
anonymous?
Another unanimous. Yeah.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
one
you.
of the.
Just be.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry, Luke.
I was going to say, Save Me is one of the few gems on those earlier Shinedown albums that, like, the first two, in my opinion, Us and Them and the Leave a Whisper, aren't as complete, but Save Me still stands out as a good song, especially just going through all the stuff Brent was going through at the time. A lot. And I like Save Me by Avenged Sevenfold, but I just like the Shinedown version more. And again, I am an Avenged Sevenfold fan, so don't think I'm hating on Avenged Sevenfold.
Am I the only one who's feel that Avenged Sevenfold's catalog is not held up the way I think it should?
Oh no, yeah, I'm with you on that. I try to go back to a lot of that old Avenged Sevenfold stuff. It just doesn't.
Well, we're getting a new album this year, so we're gonna add
I
to it.
assumed that it's been 6 years since the stage. Like,
Yeah, it's been a while. We're actually kind of overdue.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're
like,
too
I'll stick
busy
up
with
for
their
Nightmare,
NFT
but
shit.
nothing else.
yeah. And I know
Save Me is on Nightmare,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I thought I don't, and I know M Shadows was on vocal rest for a long time for all the throat problems. That's gonna delay
that's
it.
right.
That's gonna delay it.
I mean,
but-
understandable, completely understandable.
I get it.
So yeah, Save Me by Shinedown. Gretchen, please don't hurt me. I did vote right. I understand. Thank you. Thank you.
So this might be under
We all
protest
voted
here.
right, Gretchen. So
Yeah.
you don't have to hurt any of us.
Yes, that is correct. She makes a hit list. From Alex Kawa, under the same vein of the name similarities, but this one's actually a little bit closer in tone too. Breaking Benjamin's So Cold versus Crossfade's Cold.
Oh,
I don't know the latter.
Okay.
yeah.
One hit wonder.
Looking back at me,
I see that I never really got it right.
Nah, he hasn't heard it. He has.
No?
It's too.
That's a big, deep in the Midwest track, you know.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, everyone! It was a modern rock
No,
radio station
that
for a while.
That Crossfade album went platinum.
Colors was another big song on that.
Colors. I remember that Crossfade album was like the biggest thing in the world for like 2-3 weeks, and then
Maybe.
I was gonna say 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
it completely evaporated.
No, Mark, this is all accurate. I think anyone would, even they would say yes.
I remember the day that this kid Troy that I was friends with showed up to school with the Crossfade album and is like, "Dude, I burned you a copy. This is so good." And I went going home and just being like, "Yeah, Crossfade," and then it was literally like 2 weeks later, no one remembered it.
Yeah, that's about right.
That was like the definitive. Your buddy showed you this and told you it was the best thing ever,
Yeah.
and then you forgot about it a week later.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That time. Yeah.
We did not vote for those who have heard both. So, Breaking Benjamin, So Cold. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, even all the shit I give Breaking
Yeah.
Benjamin. Yeah, come on.
That's
Come
one of
good
no.
song.
I think that's one of Breaking Benjamin's best.
I'll give it. That's
Yeah,
probably one of the best.
Totally.
Yeah.
That was their first album, right?
No,
Third.
Was that their?
Was their third album?
We Are Not
yeah.
Alone was
No?
was later.
Was it their first like mainstream album?
No, the one before it was the
the
mainstream
first album
one.
that got super big. So
Yeah.
Cold, I think, was the single that got them like super duper big.
Yeah,
They
that's,
released-
that got
that's
them.
what I was thinking.
That got them on like
Yeah.
top 40 radio and stuff.
Right.
Okay, so good one. Da-da-da-da. As we go over here, thank you guys. Keep the suggestions coming. We might go a little bit into overtime if we go super fast.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I'm
Let's go for it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good. You know,
Good.
if you guys are.
Perfect.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Man, this is going to bring up some old time band rivalries. Clayton Kelly, Blur's Song 2 versus Oasis's Wonderwall.
Have we?
I feel like
I
we
feel
might
like
have.
we have to have done this one at some
Yeah.
point. Hey, I'm
Let's
a-
just do a thumbs up
Very
or down.
quickly.
Okay, yeah, real quick.
Or thumbs up.
Very quickly. Song 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And
right.
Wonderwall.
Even after all the bullshit that
David
David Albarn said
Albarn.
this week.
Yeah.
You backpedaled. I know you did. Yeah. And
Which was which ended up not being even a thing.
it
so
did.
let's
It
not-
really
Yeah.
didn't. Okay. And Wonderwall. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Close.
I like both, so it doesn't bother me any.
Good songs. Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. I don't know if this really counts
Oh no.
for Rock Coliseum.
Oh no. You know
Go
what?
ahead.
Give it a try. Give it a try.
Thumbs up, maybe. Just the thumbs, maybe. Clayton Kelly. James Blunt's You're Beautiful versus Daniel Powder's Bad Day.
Oh no. Oh, he did it. He did it. He pulled it
Oh,
out.
I have opinions on both of these songs. So
Sure.
Oh.
All right. For You're Beautiful. 1, 2, 3.
Gonna be controversial here.
Okay.
With you, Crash.
I know I know this is the hot take.
I don't like either at all, by the way. So
I mean also
Bad-
same, but
for Bad Day. 1, 2, 3.
I unironically like Bad Day. Sorry,
Oh.
Todd.
Mm.
I can't get over
I
it.
unironically like You're Beautiful.
Okay.
Sorry.
See, I don't like either. It's just that hammy delivery and You're Beautiful. I just
Oh yeah. It's
cannot
not
get through
I
that.
can't stomach it often.
Yeah.
For me, that's what sells it. It's so ridiculous. It approaches brilliance from the opposite direction. to
I
me.
guess. I don't.
You saw her on the
Brilliance?
subway.
Brilliance? Is that the word we're really going to describe it with?
Oh, and his falsetto is just wonderful. Just absolutely.
I would say it's beautiful.
It's like sitting on a helium balloon and just letting some of the air out at random points.
Oh yeah.
So here's something that's actually kind of funny because I actually had Bad Day on my old MP3 player back in like 2006 because I actually really unironically like that song, and for a long time, because this was the age of LimeWire, I had that song under a different artist. The different artist was Ben Moody.
Oh.
Evanescence?
I feel like
Yeah.
Evanescence didn't leave. I feel like he didn't leave the band to write that song. I feel like that didn't happen that way.
I know it was the weirdest crossover because I had that song, and then it was next to Everything Burns,
Huh.
which is also a Ben Moody song, and the two of them were right next to it. Like, this is not the same guy. What the hell is going on?
Yeah,
you
not
should
even
have.
close.
Even though those were LimeWire times, yeah, you should have got that. Yeah.
I was 16. Give me a break.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah,
to be,
I mean, yeah, we
man,
all
in the
did.
Kazaa LimeWire days, if you were lucky if a song was labeled properly. Let's
you
be
were lucky
honest.
you were lucky if you even got a song.
Yeah,
Let's
you
be
didn't get a
real.
bunch.
How-
You did
More
you
often
get
than not, you
adware?
got Pump It Up by Joe Budden.
Fair.
My most striking LimeWire, or this was a Napster thing for me, actually. Because it was friggin' 2001 and whatever, I downloaded. This was when Godsmack had released their single for the Scorpion King soundtrack, "I Stand Alone."
You
I wanted
downloaded
to download-
Godsmack's I Stand Alone?
Oh, that's not okay. That's not even the worst part. The worst part is this was the music video had just dropped, so the single hadn't even dropped yet. It was just on radio. You couldn't buy it. So I went to, as soon as I heard that song, I was 14 and an idiot, and I went to Napster. I downloaded it, and the only files I could download were loops of the first guitar riff being played over and over for like 3 minutes.
The two notes?
It's almost like those TikToks you see where they play the opening hook of a song,
And
but
then
they
don't-
repeat it.
Yeah, they don't
Repeat it.
Yeah.
and
play the
never
rest.
get the
Yeah.
song. It was literal. In 2000s, you could install a damn fine computer virus on someone's computer with one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's where we come from. Those
Did anyone
days.
else ever do that to one of their friends' computers accidentally and never tell them?
Ooh, never
No.
another friend's computer. Ooh,
No?
Parents.
Savage! Oh, that's
the parents'
brutal.
computer. Oh,
That's
I was
brutal.
downloading. I was downloading Muse songs from Black Holes and Revelations, and I somehow got a virus on their computer. And it was my friend just so happened to be the assistant pastor's son at our church and school. So they never found out it was me.
Oh.
You still know this
I
guy?
couldn't come clean though. Like, how do you come clean about that to the assistant pastor? Like, I'm downloading Muse songs at your house at like 7 a.m. before anybody else woke up.
Clearly, it was causing some hysteria.
Wrong album, but I'll take it.
You need to reach absolution after all that.
There we go.
Thank you.
From Gunter Gutermuth, Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down versus The Killers, Mr. Brightside.
Oh, see, not fair. Not fair.
Not fair. Not fucking fair at all.
Yeah.
Damn.
But okay. I got
Everyone have an answer? Okay.
an answer.
Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down. 1, 2, 3.
It's Brightside.
I know.
Unanimous,
Brightside.
Mr. Brightside,
Sorry.
1, 2, 3.
What have I said 2 times tonight? Nobody beats the champ. Nobody beats the champ.
Yeah, just like lift the hand up. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a belt. We need a Rock Coliseum championship belt.
Who would be the winner, the ultimate winner of the most wins? I guess one of our statisticians and Rock Coliseum lore keepers would probably know, like, who has the most thumbs up overall.
Yeah.
For March, for our like March or April, our quarter 2, whenever Coliseum, we should maybe try like a Final Four arrangement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Or
well,
like,
that-
or not a Final Four. What is the word I'm looking for? Like an NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
thing.
bracket.
We could
type
just
of
find,
thing. Bracket.
we could like do like the last like 30 minutes of a stream or something just dedicated to that and see like who
that's
got
good.
the ones. That's
There's
something
an
we could do. Okay. I'm for that too if we can figure it out. So Ken, fun. Ken Graber, again, apologies for the mispronunciations. The Cranberries, Linger versus Zombie.
Ooh.
I don't know Linger as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same as Mark on
remember
that. You know?
They're very They're very different in tone.
It's been a while since
Yeah.
I've heard it.
Yeah,
You have
same.
to
I don't think I
let
could give an
'em
honest
linger. You know I'm such
Oh,
a
that
fool
one!
for
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Okay.
My sister had that CD. I was still like, we were all too young, just barely for that one, but
Oh,
still.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I think it was the same CD.
Same album, yeah. Same album.
Yeah.
Okay, so if anyone that wants to do it, they can. For Linger, 1, 2, 3.
Not the popular choice, but like
I get it.
No, I get it too. And for Zombie, 1, 2, 3.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I say Zombie
It's
hard.
fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it fair. They're
Linger's
both
fine.
great songs.
They are, and Cranberries were much more versatile than people gave credit back in the day.
They
True.
They very much
So.
were.
You know who's not? Tommy Vexed. I hope he had kept all that money for making that cover. Cause
Oh my
have it
god,
anymore.
I forgot about that.
Doesn't
I
have
was
it
about
anymore.
to say it's not fair to put this against Zombie, but yeah, that band did ruin that song.
Mhm.
It's okay. He's ruined now too. So
Yeah, I was about to say Tommy has a nut job.
he's getting kicked
Yeah.
off. He got kicked off Instagram.
Oh, no kidding.
He's posting all the anti-COVID stuff. He's telling people to sign up for his newsletter to share news about his upcoming music now. Newsletter.
Wow.
That's pretty bad. So
Like, man, when you can't
It's
even
like a
hi-
MySpace bullet. Sign up for my MySpace bulletins.
imagine being so toxic you can't hire a PR person.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
PR.
What does that say
You're
about
too-
you?
right?
Oh,
He did it to himself. I don't feel like that's straight up. He did it to
He's
himself.
just speaking the truth. Instagram couldn't handle it.
Also,
Instagram soft.
Crash, are you drinking alcohol out of a Sonic the Hedgehog glass?
you just now noticed that? Yeah, this is my Sonic the Hedgehog pint
This
because I'm a pussy slayer and I like to flaunt it.
man, if there was ever a millennial image, just like frame it with the word millennial.
You know what? I'll give you all that opportunity.
I'm a
Get your
millennial.
screenshots. Get your screenshots. Frozen Crash.
If it had frozen there, it would have been really funny.
Oh my
I
gosh, yes. Man, the universe isn't that kind. Even the universe
Yeah,
can't give us
never
that
is.
gold. So
You be Tails, I'll be Sonic.
I'll be Knuckles. I'm okay with being Knuckles. I'm fine with that. So
How does that make me?
Robotnik, you could be the bad guy. You could be Robotnik.
Fine.
All right, fine.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
I'll be the eco-terrorist.
Yeah, there you go.
You-
You get the big ache thing that carries you around, though. That's kind of cool. Oh, man. Fun times are over. Film, Alex D. Dragame. Thank you again for doing all the timestamps. This is the guy that always helps with timestamps. Keep one of the lore.
Oh, yeah,
keepers.
thank
So
you.
Thank you very much. I don't know if I can thank you for this suggestion. A Day to Remember songs.
Ooh.
Bloodsucker versus Everything We Need. I was having
I
I was having
refuse.
I was having a fun night. I really was enjoying things. Anyone have
I would
any?
be lying if I thumbs up either of those songs.
Here's the
I
thing.
kinda-
I've only heard that album in the snippets that you guys have put in your videos. I've never actually heard the thing like front to back.
That's why you're so much happier than the rest of us.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah. Luke and I both had it at number 1.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers on our worst album.
Crash
Oh,
did too.
and Crash. I was about to say. I
Three
was
of the
thinking
four
you
of
were top
us.
3.
And the only reason
Yeah.
Mark didn't have it because he didn't hear it. So
Well, there's that. I don't do worst of lists, but also you guys don't have to cover Walker Hayes on a regular basis.
true.
Hey, I did cover his songs on the worst songs list, though. And I've heard AA, and I watched Billboard Breakdown, Mark. I saw that it re-entered the charts. I'm so sorry.
Really?
He put out an album like on
Oh, yeah.
Friday.
Country
Ah.
stuff, the album.
That Fantano said was not that bad.
Yeah.
I
He
tend to
has
agree with
Was he
Greg a
sponsored?
lot, though. Was he sponsored?
I don't know, but I actually did get an email from Walker Hayes' management with the promo copy of the album.
Oh. Well, hey, PR
Ow.
is sending it to people. It's like they're not just picking and choosing. They're sending them the press list. So,
I'm a little shocked they sent it to me.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's like when AJR sent me in advance of their album, or their team
Yeah.
did. And I was like, have you seen the channel before?
I did not get the promo one for that one, but I think I know why.
I thought I would know why, but I got it anyways.
For Bloodsucker, 1, 2, 3.
I guess. Okay, I guess.
For Everything We Need, 1, 2, 3. I guess. And no, I'm not going to fault you for this one, John. I'm not going to force you to do nothing. No one wins on
You
this.
can't make me. Jump through the screen and make me.
No, I won't. No, not
John,
on this
you
one.
made the right decision.
For other ones, I would try to goad you guys into making it a hard decision. No, I'm not. This one doesn't deserve it. No.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
I hate them both a lot. How's that?
That's fair. That is more than fair.
Okay. Moving on. Sorry, it's frozen again. Okay, just a regular super chat. Guys, I've never been to one of these lives and I'm not even sure what's going on, but I really enjoy all of your channels, so I'm here to support. Thank you, S. Alaka. Thank you. That's very kind. That is
Thank you.
super kind.
Very much. We appreciate it. Same.
Absolutely. So, let me make sure I got the right name on this one. It always formats it weirdly on on the back end part of it. Making sure I got the right one. From KDog1265, The Way by Fastball versus The Distance by Cake.
See,
I like this one.
Yeah, I like that too.
This is-
Little 90s.
This is
hit.
instantly nostalgic for that time where alternative was just kind of going full pop, not pop rock, but more of a groovy, hooky, just not less
Groovy
weird.
is a good word.
Yeah.
the weird pop of the 90s.
Yeah,
the weird
yeah.
pop rock. Yeah. Perfect. Two perfect examples there.
Okay. For The Way by Fastball. 1, 2, 3.
I almost
Okay.
hate to.
Yeah. And I had this album growing up and I really liked it too. And The Distance by Cake. 1, 2, 3.
I mean,
Yeah. Probably my favorite
Oh.
Cake song.
yeah.
That's
it's
the
good.
bias. So
So good. Yeah.
I kind of had Cake ruined for me because I had a friend of mine who really adores this band and kind of overplayed it.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
gotcha.
That's fair.
And Cake's a band you can get burnt out with real quick.
Yeah, that's my thing with them.
Yeah.
That
It's
I
like
get.
in short doses.
Yes.
I microdose with
Yep.
cake.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You don't want to
I'll
indulge.
go-
You don't indulge in
all the way-
cake. That's a good thing. Yeah.
I have my
That's
cake,
why
but
they're-
I don't eat it very
That's
often.
why they're called cake.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't want to eat the whole thing. Little slice.
No, then you go for slice the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
One
Just a
song.
single.
One good song.
Yeah.
One single. That's it. Not the whole
Yeah.
thing. Well, I pull up the next
I
one.
like both. I do like The Distance a lot, to be
Yeah.
fair. But
Yeah.
And I like The Way
just-
a lot too. I like that whole album. All the pain money can buy. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
I just
Yeah.
like the lyrical idea behind The Way. It's a I don't know how much you guys know about the song Crash. You seem like you're.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's like-
story is very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the whole idea with old people, right? Kind of getting out of the nursing home, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? The idea
yeah,
behind it, and them kind of
it-
setting out on a search
Leaving
of
it all
enlightenment in
behind.
their-
Okay.
Yeah,
And it's another one of those songs that they took from a real story.
Yeah.
An elderly couple that was in a nursing home apparently, in a fit of dementia, stole a car from their nursing home and just went on a road trip just a road trip that did eventually kill them. So there is that kind of sad part, but it was like kind of romanticized in a weird way. Like, hey, they had the time of their lives. One last ride, one last ride. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a charming little story about.
It is. It's made for a really interesting song.
And it's very 90s in that it's very charming and very sweet about something that probably pretty sad.
Yeah. They made it upbeat and swingy. They really did.
Yeah.
Really catchy.
See, if this had been out of my head, maybe my answer would have been different. See, that was
out of your mind. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's a bop. That is just a song.
That also carried the album way longer for shelf life too, which is kind of interesting.
And then it got sampled by Camila Cabello and Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Mark.
I didn't even know that.
Why?
Wow. Huh. Okay then.
Now I'm sad.
Bad things.
I didn't know that existed. Period. So.
Oh.
As we move on, thank you guys very much as I try to go through this wild thing. We got time for a few more if you guys want to stick around for a few more minutes.
I'm good.
Sure.
Okay, let's do rapid fire. See how many we can do. Like, this will be rapid fire round. Thank you guys so much for your donations and super chats. They've helped a ton. Oh, I start rapid fire. We come to a hard one. Okay, from Brandon Crocker. Queen's Don't Stop Me Now versus Elton John's I'm Still Standing.
Oh, not close.
See, I'm not as familiar with the Elton John song. I might have to
back up. We're going quick.
Tell me the name of the Queen song again. Which one was it?
Don't Stop Me Now.
Okay, cool. Sorry, your mic. My
Sorry,
audio
you're fine.
cut out for a second.
For Queen's Don't Stop Me Now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm Queen. And I love
probably
Elton
how I
John,
would do it,
yeah.
but
It's the Queen.
Also, what was it, like 20, 30 years later? It caught new love with Shaun of the Dead with Beaten Zombies and that song.
Yeah, like right there. Yeah.
So
They nailed it. They nailed it.
Having a good time.
Having a good time. Okay. From the Fuzzy Legend, CKY's 96 Quite Bitter Beings versus Hymns, Wings of a Butterfly. I have to
Nice.
I have to back out. I'm not familiar with the CKY one, so I'm going to back out of this
I'm not
one
either.
myself. Okay.
It's from you remember? I don't know if anyone watched Jackass back in the day, but they were heavily associated with the Jackass crew.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I know CKY. I'm not familiar enough with the song.
I bet you might recognize the opening riff if you heard it.
Yeah, you would recognize it. If you heard
Okay.
it. Nah.
Okay. Yeah. For CKY's 96 Quite Bitter Beings. 1, 2, 3.
Gonna surprise the chat. Give it to Bitter Beings.
I'm with you, Crash.
Okay.
I'm with you.
I love Wings of a Butterfly, but it's overplayed. It's the one hymn song that's overplayed. You know, it's the one.
It's close for me. I like Wings of a Butterfly a lot. It got me into him more so. But
okay.
I don't know that those riffs in 96 Quite Bitter Beings. They're just that is the ultimate CKY song. That's just
yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is their song. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
For the fuzzy from Gunter Gutermuth, Maroon 5, This Love versus Maroon 5 Makes Me Wonder.
Oh.
The less obnoxious Maroon 5.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. No,
remember the days?
sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
those were a long time ago.
I know.
Feels like a different band.
It does.
Yeah.
But okay, if you guys got an opinion, we'll keep it quick too for this one. This Love. 1, 2, 3. Just barely. So I keep not lowering my hand enough. Okay. And for the other one, for makes me wonder. 1, 2, 3.
Fair.
Won't be soon before long. I still think is the better album than Songs About Jane.
Okay.
It's close for me too, man. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just a big mark for Songs About Jane. I just really like that.
Yeah, I am the same too, but every new album that the band puts out and Adam puts out, it makes me like the past stuff less and less too somehow. I don't know how that works, but it does.
I get that.
It
They
does.
really
Retroactive
I'll go
for
up our
Brett.
time.
Yeah. From Thomas Martin, who did it better, Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah or Jeff Buckley's Hallelujah?
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I have an answer. Yeah. Leonard Cohen, Hallelujah. 1, 2, 3.
It hurts, but I can't put my thumb.
And for Jeff Buckley, 1, 2, 3.
Performance-wise,
Okay.
just strictly performance-wise, Jeff Buckley.
I don't think he had a bad performance for Cohen, though.
No, Cohen doesn't have a bad performance.
You're
but
just
Buckley
saying better.
sold it, man. He sold that fucking song.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to argue it. So, from Gamer Vic 94, A Perfect Circle's Orestes versus System of a Down, Lost in Hollywood.
Odd
Or that's
comparison,
announced
but
a long time,
Okay.
so
What was the first one?
A Perfect Circle, Orestes,
Oh.
Orestes. There's different pronunciations.
I think it's
been a while
Orestes.
since I've heard that.
I thought it was
Orestes.
Orestes too,
But
from
yeah.
the Orestia, what it's based off of. Okay, so A Perfect Circle, Orestes. 1, 2, 3.
okay.
That's one of my favorite A Perfect Circle songs. That's why. So,
Same. That's off of Mare de Nom. That's yeah.
and for System of a Down, Lost in Hollywood. 1, 2, 3. Also good. Also good.
Yeah.
I mean, also very
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
but
Very
Yeah.
much so. Okay. From Mudit Agarwal, again, apologies about pronunciations. Hey Luke, been subbed to you since 2015. Well, thank you. Which Sound of Silence is better, Disturbed or Simon and Garfunkel? So the original or the
are
cover.
you serious?
oh, this ain't even fair.
Wow.
You wanna
It's
do it?
so
Let's
close.
do it.
It's so close.
Oh, it's so close, right?
Yeah.
Simon and Gar. Okay, no, in the order it said. So Disturbed. 1, 2, 3.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, there was just nothing but silence when that happened.
Yeah. By the way,
Want the sound of silence? We'll give you the sound of silence.
I might be the one thing that says I do like Disturbed's cover of the Sound of Silence. I really do.
I do too,
And
but it's no.
It's
no
not-
compared to
It's no
the
comparison.
original.
They're wildly different. And also and I still say Simon and Garfunkel, but one thing, if you've not seen the live performance on Conan for The Sound of Silence, that takes it to a whole new level for Disturbed. Like serious Disturbed, dressed up nice with a full orchestra behind them. Way different Disturbed, and they nail it. So it's worth watching. So
Okay.
I just a little thing I want to point out there. Ta-da-ta-da. We did the Save Me one. Let me just go down to random. And boom. Okay. David Bowie's Station to Station versus Heroes.
Oh,
Yeah, this was a little rough for me.
I'm gonna lose some hipster cred with this.
I might. I don't have a lot of hipster cred, but I might lose mine. Yeah.
I don't have any cred anyway. Hipster or not.
Yeah.
So, meh. 4. Where did it go? Station to Station. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I love it. I love that album, folks.
Okay.
But ooh,
And Heroes. 1, 2, 3.
It ain't
Come
Better
on.
Heroes. Sorry.
Yeah. That was the first David Bowie
Close.
song I ever heard. So,
like
It's close.
yeah, no, it's
Mm.
close for me too. But yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Good
No,
suggestion.
I
though.
totally get it.
Yeah, good
Suggestion.
suggestion.
Good.
We have had
Right.
mostly good suggestions tonight, by the way, guys. We are very
That's-
yeah,
thankful.
That's true.
Very thankful.
Majority good.
Majority, yes. That's a good way to say it. I still don't know who posted the Kid Rock versus Aaron Lewis, but that was the one that. So, Nicholas Gallagher, Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun versus Tool's Vicarious.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
ooh, okay,
Ah,
okay.
you're gonna do me like that. Okay.
Okay. I have an answer. That one took me a second. Everyone else?
Yep.
Think
Okay.
I got one.
Black Hole Sun. 1, 2, 3.
This was closer than I thought it was going
Very
to be.
close. Yes.
Yeah.
And Vicarious. 1, 2, 3.
John, I kind of see where you're
No,
coming
I get
from.
it too. Yeah, I'm not going to argue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
It's
wearing,
my favorite Tool song too.
yeah, I'm wearing a Tool
It's
hoodie
just-
right now, so, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
it is one of their best, I would argue.
Mhm.
Just
What- when Chris Cornell really hits it, and Black Hole Sun, he really
Yeah.
hits it. So
Yeah.
You know I'm not throwing shade at Black Hole
Oh,
Sun.
yeah,
That's
no.
not.
I didn't
Yeah.
take that either. Yeah.
it's a hard one to beat, folks. Again.
Mm-hmm. From Christian Tudor, Chevelle songs, The Red versus Face to the Floor.
I'm deferring here.
Okay.
I forget Face to the Floor.
Like
Early.
a face getting forced to the floor.
Oh, okay, okay.
Earlier
okay.
Chevelle too.
Yeah, okay,
Quick.
yeah.
And then The Red. So The Red. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I'm face to the floor. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
Decent songs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay. From Seth Kopish, again, apologies about pronunciation. Weezer's Buddy Holly versus Radiohead's Creep.
Okay.
Interesting choices.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess I have an answer. You guys?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay. For Buddy Holly. 1, 2, 3. Interesting.
Oh, no. Okay. I figured somebody
Wow.
would.
I figured something too. It's for Creep.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I
Oddly,
almost feel like I should have voted for Buddy Holly just because Radiohead themselves hate Creep.
yeah, I was gonna say we're voting for Creep because they won't.
Okay.
Because they won't. They brought it back a few times to the live set more recently.
have,
though, so
Okay.
The hatred was
maybe
there
they're
for a
coming
long
around
time.
on it.
Maybe, but the hatred was there for a long time. So
Hey, I still like the song
a
a
one-hit
lot.
wonder for that song for a while, unless you were in the critical scene.
Yeah.
So, from Eric Draven 94, album versus album, it looks like. Francis the Mute from Mars Volta versus Relationship of Command by At the Drive-In. And I feel this was aimed directly at me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely
you.
that's a you one, Luke.
Yeah, I'm gonna excuse myself on this one.
That's fine. You got your other guys in?
I'm
Okay.
in. I'm in.
Francis the Mute. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And Relationship of Command. 1, 2, 3.
No disrespect to Francis the Mute, but like
It's the
relationship.
Drive-In album I really like.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good.
Fair.
It's so.
No, you won't hear me argue either. So I love them both. They're both like my children. I would never let them go. If we were all sinking on a raft, I would put both of them and just let myself drown.
Okay.
Just that poetic thing.
Mm.
So, does that make me a good dad? I don't know. Yes. I'll just say yes. That's good father skills, right?
Somewhere Cedric is shedding a single tear.
Cedric Nomar going, he gets us. From Goku-san DBZ, how soon is now? Original The Smiths versus cover Love Split Love.
I don't know Love Split Love cover.
I don't
not
either.
familiar with that cover.
Okay, thank you for the super
Yeah.
chat. Again, that was French to me.
The original is a bop. I'll give
There
you
you
that.
go. Yes. Flame King 20, Neil Young, Heart of Gold versus Harvest Moon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Get your Neil Young listening in now. He's about to leave Spotify.
Oh,
He
he's
did
gone.
leave Spotify. He's already
Yeah,
gone.
He's gone now?
gone.
I'm
Okay,
not
so
on
he's gone.
That happened actually right before we jumped on the stream, actually.
Okay, fair enough. So
Yeah.
perfect timing. Heart of Gold. 1, 2, 3. Barely. Yeah. And for Harvest Moon, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Close.
It's close. Yeah.
It's close, yeah.
Yeah, I
Super
get
close.
Mm.
Okay. We'll go for 6 more minutes and then we'll be ready to end if that worked for you guys.
Works for me. Works
Sure.
for me.
Okay, let's do 6 more minutes. We'll keep blowing through these. One person might have something to say about both of these because I know this might be more directed at them. That guy I don't like. That's the name of the YouTube channel. That's not me just being facetious and being mean. That guy I don't like asked Rush songs, Limelight versus Tom Sawyer.
Ah, he did it. Oh, he did it. Okay.
Gosh, that's fine.
Yeah. I wonder who this is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got
Watched
mine.
documentary the other night. What's that? It was like documenting their final like major tour. It was really interesting.
Oh, the Time Machine tour. Yeah.
Yeah, talking about
That's
like
intense.
Neil played through his really like hard time with like his feet and everything because he was always riding his motorcycle show to show and everything.
I didn't know that. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Neil rode
It
his
is a
motorcycle from about, I think it was, you don't care. I won't bore you with it.
A long
Sorry, I
way.
almost nerded there and I was like, crash, stop. We have 6 minutes.
For Limelight. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, everyone? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Tom Sawyer
I like
is the
Tom Sawyer a lot.
Tom
but-
Sawyer is more recognizable for Rush, but Limelight I feel is better.
Limelight's better.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
my
I would-
logic. So
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
For me, it hits just, from a personality. That song is about being a massive introvert and a massive nerd and having trouble just dealing with people and fame, and like that's me to a T. I get that. I feel that song. Just,
Fair enough.
fuck yeah, Neil. We miss you.
Yeah. From Goku-san DBZ. Okay, this is not rock anything. Ugh.
Oh, let's do it. Come on.
It's not offensive or anything, but Cher's If I Could Turn Back Time versus the Village People's YMCA.
Hey, that song counts.
Are these
song?
Right. That's Cher song's a rock song.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair. I'll give
song.
that. Is this the cheesy old white wedding song playlist?
No, this is the gay bar mitzvah.
Okay.
That too.
The gay bar mitzvah. That's a
I
thing.
don't know.
That's a thing? Wow. Where's our chat? Why is our chat so upset right now? No. Okay.
We voting?
Cher, If I Could Turn Back Time. 1, 2, 3.
Come on.
I guess. Sorry, I'm low.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't really like YMCA.
See,
YMCA is just that was a meme decades before a meme was a thing.
Yep.
Y'all, I'm sorry, I don't. It's because y'all are straight. I'm talking to Luke and John here. Luke and John here. Y'all are straight.
I don't understand. I get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, you have to at least have 10% queerness in you.
I didn't know it was ratioed out for how much I had to be gay to enjoy a song.
10 to 15% of gay to at least cross the share. It's the share threshold. That's kind of because everybody can dance to YMCA. But,
But most of the time you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't. I'm just sick.
Right. We all voted for Cher, though.
Yeah, we all voted for
Exactly.
Cher.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was gonna say. So, in your 23andMe report, did it say you were 10% this, and this is the songs you can listen to?
I was 40% Irish, 20% Scottish, 60% gay. So
At 120
10%
at 100
bitch.
at 120% bad at math.
yeah.
Okay, we did that one already. From Goku-san DBZ, the Beach Boys songs. We'll have one more after this too. Goku-san DBZ, the Beach Boys songs, Surfin' USA versus Kokomo.
That doesn't even seem fair.
It doesn't to me either.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay, for Surfin' USA, 1, 2, 3.
Fuck Kokomo. Fuck Kokomo.
Really?
I just want to put it out. I hate that
Wow.
song. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm one of those guys. I hate that song.
And for
Damn, I didn't
Kokomo.
see
Wait.
that coming. Wow.
I can defend it. The Muppets did that song well.
And Kokomo,
True.
1, 2, 3.
They performed it on Full House.
I'm sorry, guys.
R.I.P. Bob Saget.
By the way, guys, we have been talked down to at this point. That was a mic drop if I've ever seen one. You're right. John wins this one. They did perform it on Full House. So
They did.
that's
John, did you ever see Todd's video about the Beach Boys?
I don't think so.
I'll drop you the link. I think you'll find I think you'll have a lot of fun with that.
It's on Kokomo?
It's on the album Kokomo. It's a long
Was it
story.
on Train Records? Was
Yeah,
it
it's a Train-
Records?
Train Records.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's-
I
it
didn't see
basically-
that one.
It's an album that Kokomo helped produce, more or less.
Yeah.
I'll just put
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
Todd in the Shadows, great content creator, by the way. Check out
Yes.
his channel.
Yeah.
Always.
Shout out Todd.
Yes. Okay. Before we get to our last one, I would just like to say I'm aware there's a lovely lady in the chat room who's very upset that we talked about the Beach Boys. I apologize. That's just part of the show. She is not a fan. I'm aware. I'm aware.
Did not know that.
Shinedown is
Do you
great
want
though.
collaborations?
Shinedown is great though. So hopefully that
Are
calms
they?
it down. Hopefully. Oh crap! Oh no! My house just started shaking.
Didn't they put out a new song today?
Yesterday, or yeah, it was today. It was this morning. Planet Zero, the self-titled,
Yeah.
the title track from the
I haven't
upcoming album.
heard it yet.
Okay.
I haven't heard it yet.
I'd be curious about your guys' thoughts on that one. So, final one, Devin Sterling. It's a dumb one, but I get it because it was right around the same year or same time frame. Creed's With Arms Wide Open versus Three Doors Down, Here Without You.
Oh, okay.
Can we get a Crash impression for both?
Yes. Yes, we sure can.
You want me to do Three Doors Down? There's not much of an impression there to do.
Just put your, but before we vote, yeah, just put your hands in your pockets, casually sing and not care, because that's what they sounded like live when I saw them. Boring.
Hey.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That was on their comeback tour. Yeah, you could tell they did not care. Anyway.
Yeah.
Creeds with Arms Wide Open. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know
I
if it's
guess.
controversial, but like, yeah.
Whole group, okay.
It does.
Oh, okay.
I'll say this: with Arms Wide Open, does something. They try to make a sound and a build up and a. They're like in the original version, there is a little bit of guitar solo and stuff. Like there's something.
Yeah.
And music video is something else.
Yeah, that's something too.
The meteor falling. Oh, it's so great. It's Creed. Guys, we could all do a riffage session just on Creed music videos. You guys don't get it.
They had some crazy ones.
They did.
Even for their good songs back in the like mid-90s, like 97, there was still some cheese in the music videos. Oh, it's gold. So it's
got
gold.
staff for you. He did that.
It was the one for What's This Life For? That's one of my favorites because it's more of a generic one, not as over the top. But they did it in the desert, just like jamming around, and people are standing around, just like clapping and singing. They brought one of those giant gymnasium fans, and they had it on camera just to blow their hair in the wind. And they had that on camera too to make it go like they're like, "What's this?" or "What?"
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, what
The
song?
open shirt.
Yeah. Yes.
And fighting against the
What's
wind.
this stuff? Oh, with the wind blowing them all away. Oh yeah, that's the whole video.
Yeah.
It's gold. I'm serious, guys. We could do a whole riffage session just for Creed music videos. It'd be amazing somehow. So
That's an idea. I'd be down for that.
That's the thing, though. It'd be a lot of fun for the first 10 minutes, and then you guys would be looking at me going, what did we sign up for, Luke?
Yeah, like how long is this going to be again?
By the time we got up to circles, it would get ugly.
Oh, when it gets up to that comeback album, yeah, that is going to get real awkward. So, that being said, Song versus Song 2 worked really well because you guys made a lot of good. So people are doing Creed impressions in the chat now. Crash, what does Scott Stapp sound like nowadays for Without Arms Wide Open? Not original peak Scott Stapp. I want to know what Scott Stapp sounds like now doing With Arms Wide Open.
Are you sure you want that?
Is that what is that what he says when he's asked to sing?
Are you sure?
Oh, he should. If he doesn't. He
Are you
really
ready to
should.
rock? Yeah. Are you sure?
I don't. Well,
Oh my god.
under sunlight. This is about my kid who doesn't talk to me anymore. Shabukin. Hell.
Is that a meteor?
Is that pausing for a breath there, buddy?
Rock Coliseum 2 ended with such a high note now. Thank you guys so much. I want to give a little bit of time, first of all, to thank all of you for the generous super chats participating in the chat room. I want to thank Gretchen especially for helping mod and keep track of all you rapscallions in the chat room. I understand it's not a great job. Thank you, Gretchen. I will get you a t-shirt at the concert we go to in 2 weeks. Thank you very much. I would now like to give these time to these gentlemen to plug what they have coming up so you can check out their channels in the description below. All three of their links are below. Please subscribe to them if you haven't already. John, what do you have coming up for everyone to watch and take part in?
Well, we talked about A Day to Remember a few times tonight, and that just so happens to be what tomorrow's video is. Tomorrow I am dropping A Day to Remember Ranked, where I rank all of their albums from worst to best. So that'll be out tomorrow. New episode of 7 on Sunday this weekend about the worst cover songs of all time. Some of the ones that are in my personal Hall of Shame. And also, extra little plug, if I could throw this on the end here. I started a movie and TV channel
The
that I'm going to be
Missing Frame.
uploading to. Yeah, The Missing Frame that I'm uploading to here and there when I have the time, when I can. The Missing Frame, I got the name from an AFI song, so yeah. I'm having fun over there. I've uploaded a few things already. Go check it out if you haven't already.
Perfect. I am super blurred. There I am. Okay. Thank you very much. Missing Frame, you talked about Scream, if I'm correct, too, on there, right? What did you
I did, yeah. I talked about Scream.
Gretchen and I saw it just this past weekend. Way better than it had any right to be.
Exactly. That's what I walked away from it saying.
Yeah. Worth seeing in theaters. So
absolutely. Absolutely.
Mark, anything you got coming up for all of us?
Next episode of On the Pulse is either dropping tomorrow or like Friday, Saturday. It depends how quickly I can get through the albums. I got like 6 albums on the schedule. Covers like Corday, the new Wombats, the new Will to Run album, which is some prog death metal combination, which is pretty interesting.
Okay.
New Fickle Friends is on there too. So there's a couple projects that are going to be pretty interesting to untangle there. Outside of that, a lot of it's solo album reviews. I actually got a couple of bigger projects surrounding potential retro year-end list and a video essay that it's scripted. Now I just need to get the editor in place and get things moving on that. And it's going to be specifically on vinyl and audio files. So
okay.
Nice.
So
that's going to be a fun topic.
It gets thorny. I'll say that.
I would hope so. I would honestly hope so.
Awesome. Crash, how about you?
I have a few things to promote here. I recently just dropped my best albums of 2021 list. I dropped that on Monday. If y'all haven't seen that, definitely pop over to my channel, check out my besties. Finally got that out. It's a weird list. Just heads up, it's a super duper weird list, but
variety.
But that is also out. And actually, while y'all were talking, one of the things I'm introducing in the channel this year is some more Patreon exclusive content, some more stuff that's going only to Patreon and not out into the public. And I just dropped, if you're on my Patreon, I just dropped this, and you just got a notification about it. Actually, I don't know. It might filter it out, but I'm posting a link if you want to get onto that. I dropped a new Patreon exclusive top 10 list too. It's another year-end list, actually. My top 10 albums of 2021. Like, I literally couldn't even think of a name for it. Just the top 10 records of the year. Albums that just, for whatever reason, either were not great or just didn't resonate, or maybe they started okay, but I just kind of forgot they existed. Just a collection of records that just didn't make much of any impact on me. But yeah, another list. That's a Patreon exclusive too. You have to be part of the Patreon in order to see that. But
people just said in the chat they got the notifications and they see it.
Hey, cool. Awesome. Safe. Y'all, those of y'all that are already in the Patreon, enjoy. If you want to catch that, again, it's my Patreon. Early access and stuff like that is only $1 for me over there. So if you want to, feel free, chip in a little bit, and you'll get to see future videos early. You'll get access to the Patreon exclusive content that's coming, and you'll get a first-hand look at pretty much any other things that happen on my channel and my side of things. So feel free to check that out.
Awesome. Very cool. I'll be brief. Right now on the channel, I posted last week 10 amazing women guitarists just to take a look at some of the amazing women in heavy music that are currently active right now that I think deserve a little bit of attention. Coming up next on my channel is a look at famous bands and their original names before they made their famous name. I gave 2 on the podcast. I'll give the same 2 right here before everyone's there. Does anyone know what Van Halen's original name was?
Yeah, Mammoth, right?
That was also one of them. You know what was before that too?
They had a few original names.
Rat Salad.
Yeah, Rat Salad.
That sounds like them.
Based off Black Sabbath, yes. They went by Rat Salad for a time. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, and this is also, I have some weird ones on this list. I'm doing 20, but just keeping the description of them shorter. So it'll be a good video. Another one that's more fun and innocent. You know what Sugar Ray used to be called before they were Sugar Ray?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I do.
The Shrinky Dinks.
Oh, that's adorable.
It's kind of cute, right? But then the lawyers got involved, so.
And they said no.
Yes, that is correct. So every morning, that whole song was almost by the Shrinky Dinks. So
later in their career, that would have worked for them when they were easy.
Exactly.
I know, right? So
you'd be surprised at how many bands changed their name before.
The research I did on some of these bands was either hilarious or haunting The last one on the list is haunting, and I won't say it until the video's out. Oh man. Here's the only hint. It was a band we talked about here tonight on the Coliseum. That's the only hint I'm giving.
Ooh,
so
okay.
yeah.
There's a
That
lot
being
there.
said, that being said, I'm on Twitch, podcasts on Tuesdays, New Music Nights on Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern. Please check that out. Always a good time. Always love seeing you guys here. How do we end this? How do we end Rock Coliseum Song versus Song 2? Because I don't know.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank tonight for some reason.
Y'all want to karaoke Meatloaf?
You know?
It's like-
God.
R.I.P.
Slightly.
It's hard.
It's going to be
And-
so out of sync, too.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Anyone having a suggestion for how we should end tonight? Don't say keep going, because no.
What, you want me to karaoke Meatloaf? I can do it.
Yeah.
I can too, but like
I
think
would
we
do
could-
anything for Rock Coliseum, but I won't do that.
Yeah.
I had a terrible idea.
Tell us.
Tell us.
Karaoke Meatloaf. I can do anything, but as Ben Burnley of Breaking Benjamin. How else do we send Meatloaf into the sunset?
That's what he would have.
Life is a lemon and I want my money back.
Oh my goodness.
Is that possible? Is that
No.
possible?
No, it's not possible.
I
I
don't
don't
know if
want
it
this to
is.
happen.
I don't know if it is. Someone said Radiohead it's called On a Friday. Was it Crossfade? Zach and the Zactones impression? What's a Zach and the Zactones impression?
To make them more real.
They exist.
See, okay, the thing you should have done here is, what's a Zack and the Zactones impression? Ended the video. Like right there.
Oh, yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
All right, take two. Take two.
Take two. Okay. So for all you gentlemen and ladies out there, everyone involved, no matter who you are, what you are, you all know Zach and the Zactones. So get ready. We have the first single from Zach and the Zactones, Zach Around Town, coming up right now. Get ready, because this is going to blow you away. In 3, 2, 1.